All right. Recording has begun. Ben has given Mijo a hug. Congratulations, Mijo. All right.
I can't read it.
Welcome, guys. We're going to start with tavern events, as usual, before we get into the meat of the session. So, we'll begin with brewing beer, because that's always a good place to start. All right, so first, Def, you said you were going to be using rare ingredients?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and throw that down there. The Tavern Managers Guild will use normal ingredients as usual. And I do need you to spend a gold piece for ingredients.
Yep.
Okay. And then
I didn't mean to do that.
go ahead and roll your percentile for your rare ingredient beer.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a percentile for the other one. Oof, 19. All right.
I was
Looks
trying
like-
to like pull it up so I'd be ready to roll the percentile, and I accidentally rolled it.
You use
Which I wish I
contaminated.
could've done with my first.
You use contaminated yeast, and you get no results from this batch.
Wait, in all batches are root.
That's not no.
Oof, other one also didn't roll well. The other batch was also contaminated yeast. Rest in peace. No brew this week. Alright, Lift automatically adds +2. And is anyone paying for insurance or preventive maintenance?
That would be you.
Why the fuck do I always have to pay? I don't.
You have the most money.
I
You
have
have the money.
60 gold.
16 gold? Okay, how much is it?
It's 10 gold each.
Okay, I'll pay for it.
That's
Both of
fucking
them?
right, bitch.
Yep. Now I have 13 gold.
Death, you need to sell your gems.
I can't do that without the fucking bag of financial security. That's why we can't do the cavern upgrades yet.
Ben and Ash.
We talked about this.
Ben and Ash, are either of you guys buying ingredients?
I have already bought ingredients.
Isn't that what you...
No,
I
Dev had to
told you
buy
gold
ingredients.
piece.
Oh, yes, I'm buying ingredients.
Okay, so spend a gold
Is that
piece.
just saying the one gold piece? I think I did
Yeah.
that already.
Yeah,
Shit.
okay. And then would you guys like to consume any for +4 on your roll?
I will consume the one that I just did for +4 to the roll.
Okay. What about you, Ben?
Yes.
All right. Do. That's true dramatic of a song. It's our tavern events, not epic brawls.
I don't hear a song. Is that just me?
Nope, not just
Oh,
you.
is it not
Actually,
playing?
Yes. It is just me, Joe. I definitely can hear a song. It's very epic.
There it is. This is the most epic music.
So epic.
You
Turn
really
this
got me
the
there.
fuck up, fam.
Hold on. We're gonna put on the Pleasant soundtrack.
Pop-Tart is just desperately waiting for
Okay.
attention.
So after that, we have Mijo. Roll for spying. The DC is 30.
Roll for me. I'm not roll 20 yet. It's taking forever.
All right. Let's see. 70. No such luck.
Yeah.
But we'll add on to the next roll. Someday we'll get a secret out of there.
Hopefully.
All right, and then I'm going to pull up Durnan's and roll for a tavern event. Okay. Gonna roll a percentile. 39. You find a new guild-approved provider who works at a discount. Gain +10 to all future rolls on the business results table. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we now have another permanent plus 10 added to all rolls. Cool. I don't like that.
We need the money.
Let me add a token. I'll just add Scylla for now. He'll just be in the corner.
I got my ass handed to me. So,
What was that?
excuse whoever that was.
That was the horns of war.
Okay. Alright, and then someone needs to roll a... Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Someone needs to roll a d20 plus 30. First result gets it. 87.
Fight, bitch.
That's 3,000.
You rolled a 5.
Alright, so with an 87, I need you to roll 2d8 times 10.
Also rolled a d20 instead of a d100.
So 30.
30.
No,
Alright.
it's supposed to be D20, Ben. I'm just kidding.
Those were some shitty rolls, though.
You get 57 gold and 6 silver.
Got it.
Wait, no, that's not right. Let's try. You get 27 gold and 6 silver. Math. Math is hard. All right, and then we'll get back. So, last session, quite a lot of stuff happened. I'll summarize it the best way I can. You guys continued your trek into Xanathar's lair, starting with Dusk winning the bag of holding, running up and unleashing
Oh, yeah, you did.
the bag of sex toys upon the world, as well as releasing Sorrow, the now resurrected and transformed Sorrow from the bag. You guys then went to fight the undead guardian of the Xanathar's lair, taking it down and its gas spores. However, your goblin followers, Kick, Peg, and Grub Grub all fell to the gas spores.
They will be never forgotten.
For
Rest
sure.
in peace, Grub Grub.
I definitely remembered who that was before you mentioned it.
Afterwards-
Sorry.
Afterwards, you guys tried to follow Cade, but ended up being chased out by a gigantic goblin horde that began pouring throughout the Xanathar's lair.
Alright.
After a lot of antics of trying to keep them at bay, including Mijo or Dusk death sprinting through the
Scoop the baby.
playing a big game of Scoop the Changeling. You guys were eventually cornered in one of the secret entrances to the Xanathar's lair, where Sorrow ended up signing a contract with Asmodeus in order to escape from the lair. On the surface, you guys discovered that one of the statues of Waterdeep, the Hawkman, is running rampant throughout the city.
Not everybody discovered this.
Yes, some of you are currently passed out. Tough luck.
That's good though. He sleep.
And this is where our story continues with Layrel Silverhand flying around the statue of Waterdeep, hitting it from different angles as it has people trapped inside of it. People have been living in there from the carved out interior of the statue. And Layrel's flying around it trying to deal some damage to the statue and actually like disable it, but you can tell she's having trouble finding places to hit where people aren't currently standing.
BRB.
What do you guys do?
Sorrow is going. Where is the statue? Right here.
Yes.
About how far is that?
Actually, it would have been closer. Probably around here.
700 feet.
Let's bring it. What's this? Here.
400 feet.
We'll get it somewhat within view.
Okay, I'll let Anne do her thing with Dusk real fast.
Alright. So Anne's just gonna run up to Dusk and just hit me, knock me out.
Wait, what's right? There's a thing there. You got to fight the thing.
Just do it!
That's-
There's no time to explain.
Yeah, Dusk is gonna fucking clock her, I guess. Yep, let's do it.
Okay. Roll a attack with advantage.
Is it because she's a willing target?
Yes.
I still can't get in. So if you roll, it's not my fucking computer.
What did I miss?
I tried it on my phone and it died.
Dusk is hitting you.
Alright, you want me to roll for you?
Yes.
Please.
Dusk is. Oh, Dusk is hitting Anna. Got it. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to work this on my phone.
There should be a roll 20 app.
Is there?
There is one, but it kind of sucks. Anyways, you rolled a 27 to hit.
I'm sure that is, yes.
Dealing
7 points?
7 points of damage.
It doesn't hit very hard per attack. It hits hard in a lot of attacks.
You know, with the quarter
Anne's just gonna look at him and be like, you need to knock me out. Is that the best you can do?
I hate this. I hate this so
I
much.
mean, that's 3 attacks in one round.
Alright, so he's gonna do...
Anne looks to join Anton on the ground.
How are you attacking, Dusk? You need to let me know what you're doing.
All 3, right? Fucking, she wants down.
What weapon? I gotta know what I'm rolling.
And she said she just wants knocked out. She doesn't want to die. Please do it non-lethally.
What's advantage, right?
Yes. Alright, 7 more points of damage. It's gonna take a while.
Come on!
There we go.
Her nose is bleeding and she's like, hit me harder!
That's enough because you guys leveled up. Your health has been reset, so you guys are actually still damaged from before. I'm gonna say that's enough. Because we don't need to do multiple rounds of Anne being punched in the face.
She's just fucked up.
We did it.
Oh, bitch!
Dusk, is it non-lethal?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
She's passed out. She still has to make death saves.
I'm gonna medicine check her. As long as she
her.
passes out, I'll medicine check her.
Okay, roll a medicine check. Meanwhile, in the background, the Hawkman slams his fist down into a building, and you hear people screaming.
Alright, cool. Once I stabilize her, Sorrow's gonna give Dusk a finger gun, a thumbs up, and then he's gonna attempt to recall in his mind Asmodeus' name to summon the contract.
Okay. You have to verbally invoke the contract.
How could I verbally invoke? That
There is
the
a cult.
question.
There is a cult of Asmodeus within Waterdeep. Like people would have said his name before.
Okay, all I have to do is say his name. Cool, I'll shout his name.
Well, you have to say I. What you have to say, I invoke the blank clause.
Can't he just recite different a different
That's
word
what's
for
gonna
each
happen. Is
person?
there's gonna be several voices. I invoke the first clause.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds like it's physically painful for him to say it.
It
It sounds constipated.
It's physically painful. I was right? It's the fourth clause?
Which clause?
Fourth? The one that
Yes.
freak out?
Who are you invoking it on?
Myself.
Okay. You invoke the clause, the contract briefly appears before you, and you see the fourth clause highlight in fire and then burn out as you feel heat within your body, and you can't help but fall to your knees, trying to like anchor yourself on the ground as it feels like it's going to overwhelm you with this heat and burning sensation. The rest of you get to watch as Sorrow seems to glow a bit as infernal horns grow on his head, 3 upside down triangles appearing on his forehead, and he is now a level 20 warlock.
Level 20 warlock or level 14 warlock?
You know what I mean.
Yes, I'm now level 20, guys, for a year.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna give Dusk another. I'm gonna slowly get up, like wobbly at first. Nod to Dusk, give him a finger gun, and cast Fly on myself.
Okay. Whoosh.
I'm going to fly towards the statue.
Okay.
What is Layrell's reaction? That's
happening
what
right
I
now?
want to know.
Oh, hold on. Before
That
I leave,
seems
I
very
want to
confusing.
take that cloak that I discovered, that robe thing,
Okay.
whatever I discovered in that, and I want to put it on.
Okay. You wrap the cloak around you, and it seems to spark with some kind of electric force, kind of resonating with this newfound power of yours.
Cool.
All right. Who else is doing something?
Dustin's gonna waste around being exceptionally confused. Yeah, he has no idea what the fuck's happening.
Everyone around him is passed out. Dusk is now the babysitter.
Anton, roll.
Dan's gonna try.
Anton, roll a percentile.
I can do this.
Come on, Anton, roll just low enough.
Anton,
That's
you
a
come back to
D100.
you come back to life with 1 hit point.
Yay. It says I have max hit points. That is not correct. I will change that to 1.
So if I'm trying to commune with my god, should I roll a religion check?
Sure. We're gonna use your guys' turn order from before since it's already here.
Right.
It's nice and easy.
Makes sense.
Sounds good.
Sorry, you are now max HP.
I am max HP?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, that's why. Right.
I need to put Layrell's silver hand in his turn order.
Alright, I got a couple spell slots left. Oh, third, fourth, fifth, third level.
This is great battle music, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a fucking headbanger.
God.
Quite literally,
Fucking
right?
Battle flute right there.
The
Alright.
battle bard strikes again.
Oh my-
Come on, why does it gotta make this so difficult?
Good
Just trying to get through a day.
Ooh.
There. I still didn't put her in. What? I'm so pissed.
I don't even see the turn
I
order.
appreciate
It's
that
just
comment,
statue.
Death.
There's a turn order, but with like
One statue.
one thing with a 2.08 on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it
statue.
doesn't have any of you guys in there?
No.
Son of a... Alright, we're just gonna clear it then. And then...
Everyone
One
roll
more.
initiative. Oh, fuck, my initiative's different now. Shit.
Probably
No.
very different.
Everyone
have the
roll
same
initiative any way you can figure out how to do it. I don't care. Just roll initiative somehow.
Yeah, me, Joe, I'm only level 20. I have
Oh, I'm
spells
dumb.
now.
I forgot to open my character sheet.
Actually, here, I can actually...
You can't print
Uh,
the checker. it says.
Yeah, click your characters and roll from there.
Did mine pop up?
Yeah,
Okay.
got
Where'd
you,
put
fam.
the character?
Add into new tab. Full screen. Tab.
Technical
RB
difficulties. I've added all you guys to turn order, put in your correct numbers.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't see it.
God damn it.
Let me refresh.
Break the API.
Maybe some our side chief.
Roll20's been having problems today as well.
Petition to call Kilbud chief from now until
That's
the end of
reassuring.
time.
Dusk with 17, Sorrow with an 8. Well, I could see the initiatives, and I have the correct ones in there.
Sounds
While
good.
you're fixing this, Kilbud, if I banished it, would it banish everything inside of it?
You would have to try and find out. Or you can roll an Arcana check for an ability that you have never used before.
Arcana check, let's go. +8. No, +8. 20 +8.
This one's not a headbanger. Let's skip that.
19.
19.
I don't think. Huh.
You know that the banish spell generally banishes a single target, and so a single creature. So in essence, it probably wouldn't get the people inside of it.
But then they would all fall to their deaths, huh?
Yes, about 30 feet or so, at least.
Yes, but here's the thing: is if I can knock its legs out and get it to be low enough to the ground where they can safely fall, at least the majority of them.
All right. Anyways, Anne is at the top of the order, so
What
Still
the
can't see the
deaths?
turn order.
Should I roll another religion check?
yeah. Okay, sure.
What have we done to poor Kilbud, man? We've broken this man's
Anne,
our plots and schemes.
you find yourself within an empty void. There is mist around, gray mist and black among that, and you're standing within this void. You call out to those who you have connections with in order to see who would respond. And two gateways appear before you. One of them is a bone archway. And it has a glowing red portal within it. The other one is a mirror with a very faint purple portal.
Well, she's gonna walk towards the mirror.
Okay. As you walk towards the mirror, the portal gets stronger and stronger as you move towards it, and it gets more clear to see.
Can I peek into it without putting my head into it this time?
The portal is opaque, you can't see through it. As you're walking towards it, the bone portal begins to crack and shake slightly, and you see from the top of it what's the name for him? A bone gate starting to lower as you get closer to the mirror.
She's gonna say, "I'm sorry, my lord." She's just gonna walk into the other portal.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck's it gonna do to me?
It's gonna yoink you in.
Mortify.
It's gonna yoink you in. You're not gonna have a choice.
I know, that's the point. I'm going into that portal.
No.
Shall fuck.
The bone portal.
I don't want to go in the bone portal.
That's the point.
You
Take my
hear...
inspiration.
Alright. If you want to roll inspiration.
Gladly.
Ben's giving you his, so don't use yours.
Ah!
9.
I mean, that's better than a critical fail.
How strong do you feel about that 9?
I'll use my inspiration.
4. Anyone else want to use
My
inspiration?
Oh, wait,
if,
no.
if
Yes,
this-
I'll give
okay.
you give her your inspiration.
Nope.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Mine 17.
burning 3 inspirations.
Fucking A. I needed mine too. You're welcome.
I was just gonna go into the portal.
As you're heading into the purple portal, a black heavy chain flies out of the bone portal towards you, and you hear a deep, angry voice saying, "Who said you could leave?" But you manage to avoid it as it hits into the mirror. It cracks the mirror before withdrawing, and you get the feeling another one will probably shoot out soon.
Can I still dive into the portal?
Yes.
I'm gonna dive into it.
All right. You dive into the portal.
Do a backflip.
Do a flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Fortnite dance in the hallway before heading in.
Default dance, boys. Floss.
Teabag the bone mirror. The bone portal.
You head into the mirror portal to see the familiar landscape of the mirror realm. It takes up. You find yourself in a field, but the field is constantly shifting and changing, as if the very laws will change as you think of them to change. And before you, you see the changeling form of yourself. Back turned to you currently.
Well, she's gonna walk up to it very slowly, trying to sneak up on it.
All right, roll stealth check
Yeah, good luck.
against a god.
I think he's got a pretty high passive perception.
I mean, I can hope. No, no, it's not gonna work. I can try. He's weakened though.
You try to you work your way trying to sneak up to him. As you take a few steps, his head kind of turns to the side, looking behind his shoulder, and he speaks.
She's just gonna freeze in place. and just
We get
sit there.
to hear Kilbo's voice with a cool thing.
Ben, shut the fuck up.
I like the voice.
I'm just
changer,
kidding,
okay?
Ben. I love you.
I love you.
I did not think you would pick me.
All right.
That's hot.
Hello, child.
Daddy more. Damn, that ruined it.
That does sound
Yeah, we even
really
have
cool.
gods around here.
That sounds really cool.
She's gonna approach cautiously and just ask, "What am I?"
Roll a general charisma.
Oh!
Oh.
Making up for those 3 inspirations.
How much?
Not
How
really.
much can I share within 6 seconds of a turn order?
Fair enough.
I mean, she's unconscious, right?
I mean, just get hers done, and then we'll go through the turn order and ignore.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that for now.
That's fine.
Ben's gonna be
And-
so confused.
We're gonna go back to the statue of Waterdeep.
Rip.
All right, and we'll get into that conversation later. Essentially, you will enter back into the initiative in 2 rounds.
Okay.
All right, so walking statue of Waterdeep's turn. The Hawkman. Where is my mouse taking me? All right.
Doesn't he like shoot
You see-
bows and arrows and stuff?
The statue
No,
attempts
sorry.
to, it picks up a tower and tries to hurl it at Layrel. Surely this couldn't have any bad results. Rolls a 25 to hit. What is Layrel's armor class? Probably lower than 25. Yep. Alright. You watch as the tower slams against Laerelf, sending her flying with it. Eventually, it stops to hover in midair, and she gently brings it back to the ground as she does take 43 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oi.
Oof.
She's just toughie.
We're gonna change the music a bit. Dusk. Hello.
Is there any open buildings nearby?
Define open.
Like the doors are open.
There are several buildings that have had their stones torn out of them in order to rebuild the statue. So yes, there are several openings.
Alright, Dust is gonna start dragging his friends in there.
Okay.
Into the nearest one.
Anton is no longer unconscious, thankfully, so don't have to try to lug my ass anywhere.
Yeah, so you drag Anne.
And yeah.
Alright, you bring Anne into the building. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, he saw that shit happen. He's like, fuck no.
Okay. Laerel Silverhand is gonna make her counterattack. Let's see. Should really have looked at a character sheet ahead of time. She's got a lot of stuff.
She uses the spell that makes the giant Hawkman die.
You watch Laerel takes out a longsword, speaks a word, but none of you guys can hear it because she's really far away. And the longsword alights on fire with silver flame. And she just rushes towards the statue, stabbing it deep within one of the statue's eyes. It kind of recoils in what you imagine might be pain or might be just the force of it making it lose its balance. You don't really know. But it flies back from it as it does take damage. Which is a two-handed attack. That did a lot less damage than I thought it would. Solid 9 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Big oof.
I'll look
Does
at
it
a
look
character
That
sheet.
damage.
Does it look weak?
Hold on. Whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, Anton.
I'm not muted. Okay. Anton's just gonna, like, shake his head and be like, look at his hand to say, like, why? And then he's gonna, is Sorrow within, did Sorrow move very far? I don't think so.
I flew 60 feet.
He flew. He's gone. He's out of there.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check. See if Anton would recognize that the man flying with cool horns. See if he would recognize that that is, in fact, Sorrow.
Is he gonna throw a fucking rock
What's your passive
tomorrow?
insight?
Pretty good actually. My
Is it higher
passive
than 10?
insight- Yes.
You know it's Sorrow.
Okay, good. Then Anton's just gonna shout at him, shout to Sorrow, why? And that's my turn.
Okay. Can't help but stress, you guys should really start doing more things to stop this walking statue of Waterdeep.
Clearly I have this, right?
The death toll is
Hopefully.
currently... The death toll since you guys arrived is currently 50.
Where's the blacksmith?
Is it time?
Sorrow, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and teleport to the statue's legs.
Okay.
And
You
then
do so.
As a bonus action. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Bear Spirit at the center of the statue and have everyone that's inside that I can see be my ally. To get
Okay.
the 5 plus.
So, as the statue's fighting, you guys can see a slight glow appear from inside of it. as a bear spirit is now within it. The statue doesn't seem to notice your presence currently.
Okay. That's good for what I'm gonna do next turn, because I have no other things I can do.
Speaking of next turn, it's the statue's turn. The statue is going to... you see it lift up its clawed hand and just swipe it across the ground. It doesn't hit the ground, but it takes several roofs off. I'm going to make them roll for damage. 28 people die.
Oh shit.
Dusk.
How far away is the statue?
A couple 100 feet.
I'm going to say... Here's what I'm going to do. If you use your tabaxi dash, you'll get there. If you double dash with...
within 60 feet.
Yeah, if you double dash with tabaxi dash, you'll get there.
I'm gonna be 60 feet in. Do I still have an action? Or the action dash?
To get there, you'd have to double dash with your tabaxi feet, doubling your movement.
Alright, that's fine. I'm done then. There's nothing else I
You
can do.
sprint across the streets, rounding corners, moving in and out, bobbing, weaving. You see several people running away, several people crushed under rumble, several people just on the ground, not moving. And they're all just blurs of color as you fly by, moving your way towards the statue.
Sounds about right. Because he's got fucking so fast.
He's got fucking so fast.
Layrel's turn. She's gonna
True
fly
or
up. You guys watch. Layrel begins an incantation as she casts Cone of Cold. You see a large cone of frost fly towards this statue's head. And it freezes up on the sides of it. The statue needs to make a saving throw of Constitution, which it naturally passes. Expected result. But how much is Cone of Gold?
66.
Isn't that a...
8d8.
Damn.
I was thinking of the wrong thing.
And yeah, it was Constitution. All right. The statue ends up taking 24 points of damage, of cold damage. Seems weakened, but it's still awfully strong. All right, Anton, how you doing?
Anton notices the giant hawk statue.
Yep.
And he's gonna look at it, can't do anything about that.
You can.
And he's gonna look to Anton doesn't think he can. Anton's gonna look to see if there are any people that look like they're like trapped or like they need help or anything.
Okay, roll a perception check.
No, not gonna do that. Last time I did that, I rolled very poorly.
21. All right, you see there is a crumbling building nearby you that is in the process of crumbling, and you can see the door kind of like someone's like banging on it from the inside, and it's not budging.
I try to open the. Actually, I'm gonna move there first, obviously.
Yeah.
I assume I can. Cool. And then gonna try to open the door, and assuming it doesn't open, he's gonna try to. Yeah, he's gonna try to break it down.
Okay,
With
roll a attack.
Shoulder, I guess. Attack.
Oh, if your
Plus
shoulder?
strength?
If it's if you're just trying to break it down physically without attacking it, it would be athletics.
Well, I mean, yeah, because all of my weapons are slashing, or I have 2 piercing, but. Oof.
13. You budge against the door. It doesn't seem to be breaking.
And then he'll say, "Hold on, but I'm trying to get you out." And that's his turn.
You hear from the inside just, oh god, there's blood everywhere! Ah!
Jesus.
Sorrow, it's your turn.
Sometimes it be like that. He doesn't actually say that. That's my turn.
Sorrow, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast level 3 fireball at this giant feet to try and hit both of its feet at once to try and break.
Okay. I will note to you that it is stone.
Yes, fireball, explosion. But
That's
I'll
not how
also-
stone works.
I'm just gonna finish it.
Make a... You know what? What's your Arcana bonus?
+8.
You get the hint that this creature is immune to fire.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna banish it then.
Okay, what save do I have to make?
Charisma.
Ooh,
Got beat
okay.
at 17.
6?
Oh, it's vanished.
Shout out to the -5 for charisma saving throws.
Yep, that's...
Alright.
When I took banishment, I was like, what does this statue not have?
You hold out your hand, and a purple orb glows within it, and a laser from that orb flies towards the statue. A similar purple orb encompasses the statue, and then you crush your hand, and the statue disappears from view, and you see at least 30 people floating in midair. Like in a cartoon, they kind of like look down, look up at the camera.
How high up are they? Because they have 7 temporary.
They are different lengths. Some of them are only 10 feet from the ground. Others are... It ranges from 10 feet to 60 feet.
Okay, I threw my bear into the center of this. However many people I caught in the center.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll...
And then my bonus action is just going to be trying to catch as many people while I'm flying as possible.
Alright, roll a general athletics.
He's a
General
Superman.
athletics. Oh, that's not good. Someone give me
Oof.
inspiration.
I don't have
I don't
any.
have any.
Mijo, you did get some. You were here.
Yes, you did. You didn't hear it,
You're
Kurt,
like
but you
that.
did.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yes. Damn it! Wait,
You get hit by the
Can I borrow
people
your
you're trying to
inspiration? She's not even here, no!
She could still use her inspiration if she wishes to.
Who?
Wicket, but
Wicket?
Wicket's not here.
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah, I can steal your inspiration.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't. Let
I'm
him
I'm
fail.
trying to save people.
Let him fail.
Sure.
Watch him
But don't you waste it. I'll come after you if you waste it.
5.
I wasted it.
Yeah.
You managed to
Good
catch...
as.
Useless.
You managed to catch... Alright, I'll give you the choice. You see 2 people before you that you know you can catch in time. One of them is a rather... it's a very finely dressed man. He's in a tuxedo. He has several rings on very finely dressed hair and such. He looks like a very important noble. The other one is a teenage boy who's very simply dressed. He's only wearing baggy clothes and such, but they don't look cheap. They still look expensive.
Does my passive insight tell me if the rich man is an asshole? I have to passive insight of 20.
Roll an insight.
Roll an insight.
You still have to roll. Just if you roll lower than your passive takes over.
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat
Well,
20.
I'll be damned.
That's a 30 on that insight.
He looks like a special
Oh, now you're rolling
dick.
well.
And a special dick? Okay, can I do the... I'm just gonna catch the child.
All right, you catch the child, and as the man falls past you, he yells, "I'll sue you!" as he hits the ground.
Is he in the middle of the pack? Did he have my 7 temp HP, or is he just dead?
He survives.
Hey!
Kill him
You're getting
quick.
sued.
You see him, he hits the ground, bounces a little bit, and like, ah! And you can clearly tell from your passive medicine his back is broken.
Even with my temporary HP, that man has got fucked.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a percentile real quick. Well, one's actually really good. Everyone who's covered by your spirit lives, so easily 20 people have survived this fall. You can see at least 5 who definitely died.
Okay, but that's decent to stop the statue from killing everyone. I feel like Labor will be slack.
Yeah. You see, from your passive perception, you can see Laro for the first time kind of notices your presence. It's like her head kind of just cocks to the side as she kind of like squids in. Not able to recognize your current appearance.
Yeah, because I'm fucking a silver Kenku now with demon horns. I look completely different.
Why are you fucking a Kenku?
This
Anne.
is when you just look at Layrel and do the finger gun.
Yeah. Next turn, I got this.
Anne, you wake up from your slumber at 1 hit point with a new ability. It won't help you much here, but you feel you have strengthened your bond with the Phantom King, and you are now able to change not only your appearance, but also your clothes at will.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna change myself into noble clothes. Just kidding. Well, since I'm awake, I'm going to cast 3rd level healing on myself.
Okay. Arguably, a lot of people are going to use it more.
The statue is now dead, by the way.
Oh wait, the statue is dead?
Yes, I banished it. It's
Not dead.
I didn't fucking hear that.
Not dead completely.
And you
It's
tell
just
me
not
to pay
here.
attention.
It's somebody else's problem now.
For flavor, can I say it happens? Where does it wind up? What plane does it get sent to?
It appears in a demi-plane, but it's not there permanently. It will come back.
That's fine.
Okay, what's Dusk Sage?
Damn. What's Dusk? What?
What's Dusk at for HP?
He's at
I'm
enough.
honestly not sure.
He's chilling, probably
I don't
around.
think he took any damage last session.
Dusk was fairly high health. He looks pretty healthy.
She's healing herself.
Well, so Dusk is a long fucking ways away from you.
Yeah, he is.
Just so you guys know, it's only gone for a minute.
Yeah, so you guys basically have a minute to prepare in any way you see fit.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay, well, oh well, I already healed myself.
After leveling up, so I get all my key points back, or am I still down the 1 second?
I'll say you have 2.
That's what I had anyways. Thanks.
I'll say you
Wow.
have
You now have 2. Congratulations.
2. I just found
It
that
seems
very
like a
funny.
good number.
That's what I had, so it's all good.
What are you guys doing? You have a minute.
Dusk is gonna run up and see about helping anybody that's injured, moving them out of the area.
Okay.
Somewhat safe.
Roll a athletics.
My character sheet was athletics.
Athletics.
Come on. Go through.
12.
Nice.
With a 12, you're able to move around 6 people.
Cool.
All right. Def, within a minute, yeah, you can get there.
Okay.
Anton's gonna keep trying to break down the door.
Okay.
I don't know if I can try to attack, break down this door.
You break open a door. You're fine.
Nice.
it's not that strong of a door.
It's an iron door. I gotta find the
immoral.
pressure plate.
Breaking down the door, you see there are 2 people before you, a father and son, kind of panic. They instantly move past you and like run away as far as they can. Looking inside the building, you can see there is a person with the ceiling crushed on top of him. As well as there is quite a lot of blood from crushed structures in here.
Is the person with the ceiling on top of them, do they look alive? I'll probably have to roll for that.
Yeah. Barely, but...
They are alive? Okay. I'm gonna try to just move debris, I guess.
Alright, roll a strength check.
That's not the right tab.
The
That's
statue
the
would
wrong
technically be a creature, right?
It is technically a creature.
Is that this? Nope, that's the wrong one. That's a saving throw. Ignore that.
What I'm worried about is wisdom.
That's the right one.
And it's so much worse.
12.
You shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, I want it to be the correct roll.
You aren't able to like fully remove it, but you managed to lift the structures enough that the man is able to crawl out from underneath it.
And I'm gonna try to carry him out of the building, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Then if there's any time left, I don't know if there is. Anton's just gonna shout to. He's gonna look up, see the two people flying, know who one of them is, and shout to the other one. So he's talking to Layrol. You want me to do anything, or just keep helping people down here?
She is 300 feet away.
Anton waits for an answer, realizes she can't hear him, and then just keeps helping people down here. So that's what he's gonna do. Although
Okay.
he does move to like where the base of the statue was.
Okay. We're gonna take a
Not
quick moment.
directly under it.
We're
But...
gonna take a quick break. I need to go to the bathroom.
And my cat needs to be fed.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing.
Hi, honey. Hey.
No.
Hey. Hi.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetie.
How can Hey.
Alright,
Can
now
you say I'll feed you, you greedy
Okay,
fuck?
so you guys, I'm all out of 3rd level spells.
I'm about to cast Animate Shadow on this bitch, so we're gonna see what happens.
I mean, why don't you just use the fucking Warlock cantrip? God.
What, you mean
So,
Eldritch Blast that does 1d10
Yeah.
plus 3? Why, when I
Yeah.
could just use Frostbite at will, and it does 46 full damage? I feel like 46 is better than 1d10. I could also Chill Touch 48. And it's got plus 9 to hit. I'll probably Chill Touch it.
Remember, he had some kind of resistance to cold too. Dustin's probably gonna try and stun him. Hope maybe it probably won't work.
You're gonna try and stun him?
It probably won't work, obviously, but that's best Dustin got.
I could technically try to blind him, but that would be a Constitution saving throw, and
Yeah,
I think he'd beat
Charisma.
the fuck out of that.
Charisma.
Well, I'm gonna cast Animate Shadow on him, which has a Wisdom DC of 14, so I'm hoping he'll roll low enough.
That's not good because he attacks that.
Huh?
He attacks the shadow.
No, it's his shadow comes to life attacking him.
Yes, but he tries to attempt to attack that, correct? Yes or no?
No, but it also grants advantage on all attacks against creatures.
I get
So. Yeah, they have to attempt a Wisdom saving throw to dispel it.
Should I probably mute myself really loud?
That was pretty bad.
Kitty has been fed.
Cool.
She will
I'm
no
gonna go
longer
find
be
some food.
disturbed.
You got a lot louder. If you like think of my conversation.
I did, well, I put my headset further back on my head, so.
I see.
Is this back to normal or is it still loud?
Yeah, you good. You good. Katie's thinking the long Pete.
Maybe taking a shit.
Hey.
True.
Sometimes it be like that. Keep back.
Welcome back.
What a hunk of a man.
Hello. Wait, who are we
Who be
missing?
doing the sass walk.
Who are we
I
missing?
don't know. I'm here.
Is Ash here?
Roll call.
Death is not here.
Oh, yeah,
Wicket's
she went to
here.
get food. Hello, Wicket. How has this session been? You've done nothing.
What did you say about me?
Yeah,
She's been really useful so
I
far.
said you're a little bitch, Death.
I am a little bitch.
True.
Wicket, do you want me to throw your character in, or are you willing to wait longer?
I don't mind waiting. It's
Okay.
fun listening to them.
Okay.
Well, I also wanted to. Anne's also going to try to position herself closer to the inn. So which way is the inn from where we are?
Which inn?
Our inn.
Oh, that's the other side.
It is
Oh,
8,000 feet away. North.
Ah! I guess I could try to call a fucking taxi in this hell.
How tall was the statue, Katie?
Well, I guess the chances are he probably has.
The statue is about 60 feet tall.
Oh, okay. That's a lot bigger than I expected. Shit.
It is gargantuan.
That is smaller than I expected, so. Take from that what you will.
All right. We'll go ahead and continue where we left off. Do you guys want to prepare anything while you wait for it to return?
Yes, I would like to prepare 3 things. I would like to do 3 things. So I'm going to get with Laurel, like give her finger guns as I fly her directions with my hands raised, and try and get her to come to where it's going to spawn again.
As you approach Laurel, you see she is deep within. You see she's doing a multi-level incantation, like some type of ritual in the air. You see several layers of sigils forming, and she doesn't even turn to look at you. She just continues her incantation, completely focused on
so
it.
she's preparing the spell. Got it. And then I guess I as well shall prepare a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a chill touch for when it spawns back.
Okay.
Just find a really long sheet.
Anne's also preparing to spell, but
Roll an investigation.
Just don't have no spells. He's just gonna fucking make do.
Gonna cover its head.
Why is my character sheet doing this?
How long of a sheet are you looking for?
Let's say long enough to wrap around its head once.
That's impossible. his head is at
Impossible?
least 10 feet wide.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, you could roll the
Then-
investigation check. It's gonna be a DC 30.
It's literally impossible. This man is not very smart.
Oh man, you should have had me roll it. It's not impossible for me.
Yeah, You're unable to find a.
That doesn't fucking know.
You're unable to find a 20 feet sheet. All right. The walking statue of Waterdeep reappears in its
Quick
space.
question. Can you continue your rage if you're attacking the ground?
You have to attack.
You have to attack a
You have to
creature or
attack
take
a creature or deal
damage.
damage.
If you weren't here, but Boris kept his damage up, or kept his rage up by punching himself all the time.
Unfortunately, I do not have the HP to be able to take that luxury. All right.
Just punch assholes. Punch that dude with the broken back.
The entire minute that the rich guy with the broken back has been yelling. He's like, "You come back here and fix my back. I'll take everything you own."
Okay, if you
What
do
does
that,
the little
Anton
boy do
might
when I
knock
set
him
him
out.
on the ground? Does he go and kick that dude? I like to imagine he goes and kicks that dude.
No, the little boy completely like shocked, runs away.
Oh, damn. I was hoping he'd go kick his asshole owner, dude, brother, possibly.
Huh?
The statue of Waterdeep has reappeared. Anne, it is your turn.
And of course she's not here. Brianna! It's your turn! She's on her way back.
If anyone had any readied actions, you can release them now.
Anton's actually going to.
Anne had prepared her spell.
Yeah, you have to cast it.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
14? No.
Okay, then I'm gonna use... This doesn't count as an ability check, does it?
Wait, what?
Wisdom saving throw.
I'm so confused.
Anton wants to pull out his lance instead of his
Yeah,
great
it's a
axe.
DC 14
Oh,
with
yeah,
saving
shit.
throw.
I thought I fucking read I had to cast a fucking line.
Let me look at this. Alrighty. Wisdom saving throw. 7.
Hey! It's not
Oh, wait, no.
life.
He has advantage. 18.
Damn it!
As he is magic resistant.
It's alright, I got something that he'll go for a ride for me here soon, buddy.
Other reactions? Who had something prepared?
Dust is gonna hit him.
Alright, Dusk. Hit him.
Try and knock him prone. Dust don't got
Interesting.
much here.
Okay.
Because there's absolutely no fucking way he can get a stunning strike off. He probably knows that.
What's your ability that's knocking him prone? Is it an
Um,
ability or are you just
open
using the
hand.
shove action?
It's a dex saving throw. DC of 14.
What's the ability?
Open
With
hand
the open
technique.
palm.
Oh, step.
Yeah. So
I'm not
all
seeing
prone
it.
prepares a dex save. They push 15 feet or
Oh.
instant reaction.
I need to look at, because a lot of these abilities depend on how large the creature is. I'm looking about that. This one is not one of those. Okay.
Dude just fucking slaps this
All right.
iron ass
So,
guy,
do you have to hit him
and
first?
it falls over.
You have to hit him first.
Okay. He's got to use an unarmed strike because that's obviously styling. If I can make my trekking roll 20 work. Stop dying. Please roll 20. Work for me. There it is. Hell yeah.
16. His armor class is 17.
Fuck!
You get a second attack, because you have multi-attack.
True, and I have 3 attacks. 'cause, yeah.
You have 2 attacks. You do not get your bonus action on a reaction.
Oh, right.
And 11 will not hit. You
No.
like punching against his leg, but it doesn't seem to be having an effect on him.
Dusk is really helpful.
Any other reactions?
Anton would have readied the action to attack with his lance.
All right, make an attack.
Not gonna reckless attack. Actually, he will.
You're gonna die in one hit, man.
Yeah.
19 hits, 8 points of damage. However, your lance, you watch your lance, you hurl it at the hard stone, just pink, and bounces off. He is immune to non-magical attacks.
Well, that's all I have. So.
He is immune to non-magical attacks and has resistance to magical. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, because Dust Fists count as magical weapons.
Yes, Dusk's fists
It's
are
okay,
magical
'cause
weapons.
Ash, Sorrow has an idea.
Any other
I have a
reactions?
quick question. If
Question
I
can
catch cast Thadamalurgy and it causes rumbling on the ground, would it affect him more considering how large he is?
Nope.
It would. It's
Thaumaturgy makes harmless effects.
Damn.
Layro had a reaction prepared. You watch as her several layers of incantations fold within her arms or her hands, and she blasts this solid ray of color, of multicolored rainbow, at the walking statue, and you watch
It's
it.
gay now.
It pierces.
Okay, now that's fun.
It pierces through the statue's head, dealing a lot of damage.
Hell yeah.
61 points of damage of different elemental types.
Damn, 8 points short.
I'll add another D10, see if it rolls. If it rolls 8, I'll add it. It did. 69 points of damage.
Nice.
What do you
All right, Anne, you are at the top of the round.
do?
Okay. I want to roll an Arcana check to see where it's moving.
Make an Arcana check. I need to look at my notes. Okay. You see, it appears to be moving by purely arcane energy. Something within it, something has activated it. However, with your Arcana check, you can see the tendrils of arcane energy that are allowing it to move. They all seem to be going in a direction towards the back of the neck.
Anne is going to cast Thadamalurgy and shout as loud as possible, aim for the back of the neck.
Okay.
And then she is going to try to jump on the statue and climb it.
Roll an athletics check.
Oh yeah. And it's pulling the dust.
No, you can't go outside.
Roll an athletics check.
I wanna.
Oh, am I not muted?
No.
Talk to my cat.
Hey.
20. Ha! Start climbing up its leg.
And
You
it's
make
strong.
it 15 feet because you do not have a climbing speed. The walking
He's jumping.
statue of Waterdeep is going to make a perception check against your passive stealth. Is your passive stealth higher than 14?
Let me check.
10 plus
Where the
your
fuck
stealth.
did it go? I'm blind.
Your passive stealth is 11. Okay.
Hold on,
You
I
see,
can't
as you
get
start
this.
climbing, its leg, the statue, like, you see it look down towards you, and just start, like, shaking its leg, trying to get you off of it. I need you to make a strength saving throw to hold on.
Shadow of the Colossus. Hey.
18.
Damn.
You manage to grab into the, as you are hurled at high speeds, being flung around. And it's unable to get rid of you as you manage to hold your ground. That is its turn for now. Dusk.
He's going to attempt to hit it again. Let's
Okay.
do it. No.
Nope. Attack number 2.
That one
Yes.
hits.
8 points of
He's
slashing
producing
damage.
14 dex throw.
And it is not considered magic.
Somebody deleted the picture of my ice cream.
You rolled a 6.
Hell yeah! That actually fucking works.
Okay. So, you
Hands on it.
punch into its leg. It cracks. The cracks form and spread, and a large chunk of his leg falls off, and his whole body, from the misbalance, begins falling in that direction. And you guys watch as the 60-foot Colossus falls prone on the city, crushing 3 blocks.
Oh yeah.
But it is now prone.
I come back to it is now prone.
Dusk is going to climb on its leg and make a running dash for its head.
Okay, how far is your movement speed?
45 plus the taxi dash, so 90.
You can make it to the back of its head.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go to the back. He doesn't know about the fucking...
I mean, it's face down, so you can go to the back of its head.
Oh, okay. Then he's gonna do one more attack on it.
Okay.
Damn.
Nope.
Does he
What?
get an advantage because it's prone?
He does.
Right?
There's a funny part that ranged attacks have disadvantage on him now. 27 hits. He takes 7 points of damage.
He needs to like sink his claws in and get ready for him to stand back up.
Okay. Lairel Silverhand is going to, heeding Anne's advice, she flies up towards the top of its head, and let me pull out her character sheet.
You're a fucking hoe.
She's going to make an Arcana check with a 36. Holy shit! That was a high roll. Okay.
Don't get.
You see she casts Dusk. You see she flies up, kind of observes the scene a bit, and like then thrusts her hand out. And you see a mage hand fly out towards one of the stone feathers, and lifts it up, and you see there's some kind of maintenance panel underneath it, and that's all she can do on her turn. Within this maintenance panel, you can see large activity of arcane energy moving around within it as if a circuit, and you can see very extremely complex gears moving around inside of it. Anton.
Anton tries to move up to the neck.
Okay.
Or to the back of the head.
With a dash, you can get there.
Yes. For my interact with object, can I just throw
You've
my
used your
lance
action.
into the gears?
No.
Dang it. Okay.
That would be an attack.
I guess. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna try to hunker. Use the hunker action.
You've used your action.
That's just shout out to the Adventure Zone.
Sorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else you can do. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Just try to not fall off the statue if it gets back up. That's all.
Okay. Sorrow.
Sorrow's no longer flying because I cast Banishment. How far am I to run up the statue? Could I do it with a dash action?
You could get up on the statue with a dash action. You won't reach the head. Or no, you have cunning action dash. So if you did double dash, you could get there.
I double dash.
Mario Kart.
Alright.
Okay. If I climbed on top of it, could I see the back of the neck?
Yes, because it's face down prone.
Okay. I'm gonna cunning action dash to get on top of it. And then I am going to cast. How far is it? It's within 6 feet. I'm gonna cast Chilling Touch on it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
11 It's not. Oh, it's with advantage, is it?
Yes. Or no, it's a ranged attack. It's actually with disadvantage.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Your chilling touch is not able to make purchase.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna.
Anne.
Are there any entry points nearby me to the statue?
Yes, it is a hollowed out statue. There are homes that you can go into.
Alright, I'm gonna go inside the statue and go as far up as I can.
Alright, you start climbing through the homes. You're walking on, like, the walls of the homes since the statue is knocked over, and you start making your way up. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me to see how many rooms you can make it in. Alright, you make it your full distance worth. Alright. Statue of Waterdeep's turn. It stands up. I need everybody on the statue who does not have a climbing speed to make a athletics check. Death, you don't need to make this.
Oh wait, yay!
Hypothetically good at these. Keyword hypothetically. Please be the right number. That is
Yeah. Isn't Sarah flying overhead?
because if I fell, I was unconscious, baby.
Alright. Everyone but Sorrow manages to hold on. Laeral has to... No, Laeral's flying. As the statue stands up, standing to its full height of 60 feet, Sorrow, you begin to slip and fall off. You're going to take... You wouldn't have fallen the full 60 feet, only about 30 feet. Taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Doesn't he have flycast?
He does not.
That was a long pause.
The statue is then going to make a perception check. Natural 1. All right. The statue doesn't see any of you as it continues its attacks against the city, hurling with one hand and then the other against its nearby environment. Killing 46 people.
Fucking shit, man.
Dusk.
Dustin yell, Laeral. Try and break those gears! Because he doesn't know.
She says, yeah, I just have to get fucking close to it!
Oh.
Which, since it stood up, she's like 40 feet away from it now.
But she doesn't say if he should break the gears or not.
Oh, I didn't hear your question correctly. She says...
That's what he wants to know.
You see in the distance, she kind of like shrugs.
Alright, he's gonna take his quarterstaff and try and stick it between the gears.
Okay. Roll an Arcana.
Arcana, oh boy. Hell yeah.
Make a quarterstaff attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Should I do it one-handed or two-handed?
Your choice.
Cool.
11.
Shit.
You try to stab into this mechanical panel, and some force from within it seems to repel you. And you're unable to, like, get it into the gears.
Alright. That was my action, I assume?
Yes.
Does it count as an attack?
Yes, this was technically an attack.
Cool, then he's just gonna fucking start punching the rest of the back of its neck then.
The neck or the panel?
Oh yeah, he can punch the fucking panel, sure.
Alright, make your
Let's
attacks
just
with
find out.
disadvantage.
Nope.
Alright. You're punching
One
into this
more.
panel, but it's the same force seems to be repelling you, and you're unable to make purchase with the panel. Layrel Silverhand's turn is next. She's going to fly up and make an Arcana check. With which she'll succeed because she has plus 17. She flies up to where you are, looks into the panel. Let's see, what cantrips does she have? You know what? Fuck the cantrips. You see her hair, her silver hair, lights a flame into silver fire, and then all of the flame just hurls itself into this mechanical panel.
So now she's bald?
No, she still has her hair on the top of her head. Just the ends of her hair is turned into flame.
Oh, okay, got it, sorry.
And this silver fire rushes into the mechanical panel. And you see the statue of Waterdeep's body starts doing strange things. It, like, doesn't really have full control of it anymore. And let's see how much damage this does. Spellfire. D12. It takes 53 points of fire damage. Or of radiant damage, I think it is. And as it retracts back, she kind of says to you, aim right there! You'll have advantage on your next Arcana check to find a weak spot. Anton.
So I didn't know this, but Anton has chainmail that he's been carrying around with him, but not wearing.
Yeah,
this
because you're a
whole time.
barbarian.
This is barbarian.
Yeah.
Correct. So he's gonna try to throw the chainmail into the gears.
It's an action to pull the chainmail out. You'll be able to throw it on your next turn.
Dang it. Okay, I guess I'll just stick my lance in there.
Okay. You would have seen her point to the weak spot as well, so roll an Arcana check
Bonus
with advantage.
action, rage.
Okay, you rage.
Arcana check, advantage. You what is it? Okay, never mind.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
Not so good.
Make your attacks with disadvantage.
Can I rage so it'll be normal?
You can reckless, yeah.
Yeah. Reckless, sorry, thank you. That's a hot roll.
20 hits for 16 points of damage.
Well, it's not a magical lance, so does it still do anything? You're the DM.
It went against its outer shell, but the mechanical panel, I'm going to say it has resistance, but it still does damage.
Yay. So that's still 8 damage, it's not bad.
Also, hold on. Because you're hitting the weak spot, I need you to roll an extra D10 or D12 because it's an automatic crit.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have a fun turn then if I can hit that weak spot.
Okay, so 27 divided by 2.
Just 26
13.
divided by 2, that is 13.
13.
And
So
then he's gonna attack it again.
go ahead.
Kapow! Same roll.
Good shit. Roll the extra D12 for a crit.
Slightly less good, but I'll take it.
19 points of damage, halved to 9.
Shout out to rolling max damage twice in a row.
Sorrow.
Okay, I'm casting all 3. I can see the weak point from where I'm standing, right?
Roll a perception check.
Perception. A hot score. 19.
You can see the mechanical panel, but it is very high in the sky. It's going to have 3/4 cover against any attack.
And I have 3/4 cover? Alright. I can do something very stupid. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the panel with 2 Eldritch Blasts, and I'm gonna hit the leg with 1.
Okay. We'll do the leg one first. All right.
Oh.
No, yeah, this is fine. Either way, the natural 20 one's gonna hit the panel.
Yeah. And then this is the leg one.
You rolled 4. Oh no, yeah, because you're level 20. All right. So
No, it's the first one was not. That's my perception check. That first one at 19.
okay. So the first 2 were the panel. The third one was the leg.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the leg one doesn't hit. It bounces off of the
Yeah.
statue. The other 2 hit even with 3/4 cover. Of course, the natural 20 hits. Cool. All right. Go ahead and roll for damage.
There's the first one. It's D10 plus 3 and do spells crit.
Spells can crit, yes. Only that first one crits.
Yeah, only that first one crit. And then 14 damage on the first one.
What type of damage is it?
And it is doesn't say.
Force?
Force damage, yes.
Okay. Tell me the damage total.
22.
22 points of damage. Gotcha. And
And then I'm gonna do something stupid, and because I hit it, I'm using Roll Through Hell.
okay.
10d10 psychic damage.
It's a little bit more than that. Okay.
It says 10d10 on my sheet right now.
No, I know. It does a little bit more of an effect than that, though.
Oh,
So,
it rolls it through hell. Teleport to
a
the side.
hellish portal appears below
God
the,
damn it.
the
No.
colossal
I
titan
don't want to die.
as it falls 60 feet, and you all get to fall with it.
God damn it,
That killed the
Sorrow.
party.
We're all gonna die. I have 1 hit point.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, you won't die from it. You'll just all be knocked unconscious.
Although I
So-
do
I don't know,
want
that's
to.
a lot of damage. 52 damage.
Okay, I'm fine. That's not more than my max in the negative.
I mean, that's not the damage only happens to the statue.
Oh, sweet. They only
which-
take full damage.
It is immune to psychic damage.
Of course it is. Damn.
It doesn't have a brain.
True, I guess.
so-
I was hoping flinging it through hell would be cool. So.
Hell,
And get to see what hell
the-
looks like, though.
the nine hells get to see as a 60-foot statue very briefly flies through each level of hell. And it will appear at the end of Sorrow's next turn. Each of you fall, or Sorrow and, not Sorrow, Dusk and Anton fall 60 feet. You
And
each
I can heal you.
you each take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to
That's
use my
some good damage.
reaction to lessen the damage that Dusk takes by 2d6.
Gus doesn't take any damage.
Okay, wow.
He is slow fall.
Use him up.
What happens to Ant?
And only
He goes through
takes
hell.
20 feet of damage. So
Since she's
2d6.
inside, she doesn't get to go as well. Yeah.
No, only the creature goes.
So you said it was 1d20 or 2d? Sorry, what?
20 feet, so 2d6. You only take 4 points of bludgeoning.
Anton's gonna use his reaction to shield her.
Okay.
God! For 2 damage, she takes half damage.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a very,
Which is
very,
half.
a
No,
very
never mind,
muscular spirit catches your fall a little bit.
Actually, Killbutt, I've thought about this. Because my ancestors were carpenters, I think they just build a really bad table that breaks her fall a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Boo.
His name was John Cena.
Oh my god.
All right. The statue is currently being hurled through hell. His turn is skipped. Dusk.
Okay. Hold on, wait. I have a bonus action.
You can't do anything to it. It's in hell.
Who's to say I was gonna do anything to it?
All right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cunning action dash up to Anton.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I just wanted to beat
Dusk.
That's just gonna prepare for when he comes back.
Okay. What are you preparing?
To beat him ass with my fist.
Cool. All right. Layrel is going to. What would Layrel do? She's gonna look around and just kind of like look at Dusk. Says, "Weren't you guys in the Xanathar's lair?"
Yeah, we did some pretty cool stuff there.
Doesn't even ask about sorrow. Rip.
Not yet.
S is not concerned about that right now.
All right.
That's a later
Anton.
thing.
Make a death save.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
later
that's
things
gonna be
going on
death
right
saving
now.
throw for me,
Alright.
Chief.
Go ahead and make a death save. 17.
Hey.
One success. Alrighty. Sorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Van.
Yay.
1d8 plus 4. 12 HP, boy! Max!
Wow, that's actually really nice. Thanks.
You
Who's
wake up.
the healer? I'm the healer.
That's what
Anne.
I tried to tell Anne, but she got angry.
At the end... This will be fun. At the end of Sorrow's turn, the walking statue, you guys see a portal appear from above as the statue begins to fall down. I need each of you...
No, it just reappears.
I was to say it just reappears? Man, that's
Yeah, in
boring.
the nearest unoccupied space. If
All
not
right.
the space it previously occupied.
So a portal appears from the ground and is hurled slightly up and then lands back down. You see is slightly singed but seemingly unharmed. Dusk, your action was saved. You can go ahead and do your attacks.
Alright. That's actually a good bit of damage. Nice.
Wiki, if you get tired of waiting, just let me know. I'll throw you in.
I mean, I'm entertained, but I also like, I don't know. If it's up to you, I'm okay where I am at.
Okay. All right. Both of those managed to hit for a lot of damage. 21. Good old Dusk doing Dusk things. You guys can see this statue is awfully destroyed. Anne and Sorrow, you guys know that if this statue is completely destroyed instead of being disabled, all of its stone is going to come crashing to the ground within a 30-foot radius.
Hey, knocked her prone once.
That was just destroyed though.
If it's destroyed, that will happen. Anne, is your turn.
How many people are within a 30-foot radius of underneath?
Currently you guys are in a spot where the statue had fell prone, so it's already pretty much decimated.
Okay, then it should be fine.
There could still be some survivors, but as far as buildings go, there's no buildings here anymore.
So Dusk is not Dusk. Sorrow's a dumbass, so I'm not climbing inside the fucking statue again. Well, I guess first time it was Dusk, this time
It was on. Hold on. I like to point out it was on the outside, so you have to climb in the statue and then out the statue.
Yes, that was the point. It's safer inside the statue, but somebody decided to teleport the statue, so we all.
What are you
fell to the
doing?
fucking ground. What?
What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Inflict. Oh shit. Does it count if I make a melee attack and it hits, but it's also magically imbued?
What?
It's a magical attack that's magically imbued.
Like, inflict wounds. So I touch it and it's magical, and then I also have my divine thing where I can make it deal, like, 17 points of necrotic damage extra.
What? I'm very confused as to what your question is. Are you asking if a magical attack does magical damage?
I'm asking if it will hurt the statue, because it is technically magical, even though I'm doing a melee attack.
Yes, it's magical attacks, just like
Okay.
Dust's claws.
That's what I'm fucking double checking. Alright, so she's gonna walk up to it, and I have to punch, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Should be +3? No, it's +6. Damn!
Your
Wait,
necrotic effect.
I have less. It's 14.
Bless isn't gonna help you here. Its AC is 17.
Damn it.
You like hit against the statue and the spell seems to wither against the statue's legs. It is unable to pierce its stone.
Does my 17 points of necrotic damage hit at least?
I believe you have to hit for that.
Oof.
Yeah, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, so doesn't
No,
take hold.
I was doing my channel divinity.
Yeah, when you hit a creature with a melee attack.
You have to hit in order for
You
that
have
to
to
work.
hit for it to trigger.
Ah! Okay.
All right. At the end of Ant's turn, you guys start to hear, you see as the Griffin cavalry has now arrived and is encircling the statue. And they're going to attempt to attack its weak spot. After rolling...
Oh,
Alright, apparently they don't exist. There they are. Okay. Griffin Cavalry is going to roll an Arcana.
I wanna fucking
Passed. So they get to roll their mounted attacks with advantage. 22 and 6. For a total of 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19 damage halved. 19 damage halved is 9 points of damage. Alright. Walking statue of Waterdeep. You guys watch as the statue, seeing the Griffin Cavalry Riders that have stabbed it. It's gonna smack at them with his stony hand. Should I even bother rolling? No, okay. Yes. Both of his hands hit these griffins. You guys, all you guys see is the griffins go flying in different parts of the city, and then a brief puff of smoke come out. And there's a couple feathers left over. Dusk.
Okay. Dusk is going to.
You have a climbing speed.
Back up. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna go back to dash back up.
He has
70
watches.
feet, climb up.
Yeah. Dusk jumps onto the leg and then just begins Naruto running up the statue.
And then he's going to attempt to hit the gearbox.
All right, make an Arcana you're fine. Make your attacks with advantage. Just get this over with.
Oh my god.
It doesn't want to let
26 hits. And 24 hits. Go ahead and roll 2 more just for damage.
just for damage.
Yeah, just to add the damage onto there.
That's all 3 of my attacks.
Yeah, so roll again just so we can get their damage rolls
Oh, okay.
for crits.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the
The
first
total is
5 and just add those to the crit damage.
I don't know how I want to do this, so.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we have 7 points of damage, 8 points of damage, 6 points of damage, 11 points of damage, and 8 points of damage. There we go. Pa pa pa! You're like punching the single gear that she pointed out to you. You're punching it over and over again, and it's bending, but it's not broken yet.
Damn.
Layrel, who's still there because she was flying, is going to... she takes out her flaming longsword and is going to pierce it, but first she's going to use her Spellfire ability.
Ding ding.
Dusk, you regain 7 hit points.
Ooh.
I need a
Cool.
Isn't Dusk
Spellfire
got, like,
stays.
full?
Basically. So I'm not sure exactly where he
Yeah.
was. I'm gonna say
The-
he's full now.
The silvery fire from Layrel's hair kind of surrounds you for a moment, and it feels nice and warm and like a hot shower, and you
Ooh,
feel
that's nice.
healed. And then in the middle of that, while you're feeling like really tranquil in this moment, you hear her battle scream as she slashes 3 times with this flaming longsword, wielding with 2 hands. 20, 22, and 16. So 2 of them hit for a lot of damage. Let's just go ahead and roll that again for damage. Yeah, that's more than plenty. All right. She slashes at this at the same gear, and you see it begin to chip and then eventually break apart. And you see as all the gears within a statue immediately stop moving, and the statue just stops in place. It has been defeated.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. There we go. Okay.
Is Sorrow gonna finger gun Layrel now that the battle's over? Because I'm quietly waiting for it.
Lyra lands as her flight ends. She lands just on the top of the statue. Kind of like looks around. Dusker, the only one near her. She seems visually distraught over it. The damage has been caused. And you hear her just say, "Fuck." Like drops her sword.
That was a lot of dead people. This is not good.
You see, she just nods and doesn't respond. And then she you hear her mutter under her breath. She's like, "The lords are gonna kill me."
Is there anybody still alive that's
I
dying?
don't envy you.
There's
Like,
plenty of
really?
people. There are plenty of people. You see the guy, the asshole rich guy, kind of like crawling on the ground towards. He's like, "You're a cleric, aren't you? Heal me!" As he's like crawling towards.
Hold on! I am still doing my thing. Anne wants to run around and spare the dying on everybody but the rich guy.
Okay. Your spare to dying saves at least 20 people.
I'll cast Levitate on the dude with the broken back. Since I can cast it.
Whoa!
Right. He begins
Meet
floating.
him.
20 feet in the air. 20 feet
He's
in the air.
floating 20 feet in the air. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, let's not do any sudden actions."
I'm gonna stop the levitation so he falls 20 feet.
Ah!
No mercy.
He falls 20 feet, bangs his head against the ground, and he is dead.
Why did you kill him? Layrel's right fucking there.
I didn't do it. He just magically started floating, okay?
Residential
kill
energy.
Don't you have to
That's all it
touch
is.
him for levitate?
People don't kill people. Guns kill
You don't
people.
have to touch for levitate. Pedro.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oof.
All right.
He's not gonna do
Laerel eventually flies down, back down to where the rest of you are assumingly to be waiting at this point. And she looks around and she says, she looks at the now silver Kenku with demon horns, and she's going to make an insight check.
Oh, by the way, Dust looks at Sorrow and goes, "What the fuck?"
I really hope it's not against my passive deception because I think that's 15.
It's okay. Yeah, she rolled a 28.
Good.
She like squints in, and says, "Is that Sorrow?"
I'll give her a finger gun and a wink.
She immediately rolls her eyes, and like,
Yeah.
rubs at her temple, and she says, "I gave you explicit instructions not to die." And she tosses the badge towards you.
I'll catch it and put it back on my cloak. Fully visible this time, not hiding it at all.
It doesn't attune to you. It's just like showcasing the badge.
That's
She continues like, "You had one job. What happened to you?"
I'm gonna hold up the finger, say, "That's a long story. I might need some booze in me first."
Super tetanus.
She slaps her finger away and says, and she puts her finger up to you and says, "You tell me right now."
Armor mode activated.
Can I never mind, fuck, I don't have the spell slot for Magic Circle to protect myself. I'm gonna cast Etherealness on myself.
Okay. So, whoosh. You become ethereal.
From Etherealness, I'm gonna hold my hands up, because I can talk in Etherealness, right?
I don't know.
No, they can't perceive and interact with me, so I'm not doing it.
Well, hold on. You already cast it. It's already been done. You cast.
She's like, bye!
You cast Become Invisible. You see she also starts casting something. And in your ethereal form, you see a mage hand appear and grab you by the throat.
Die! I'm gonna kill you, bastard!
I'm going to slide to the side, unetherealize, and give her a hug. Oh!
Alright. She hesitates for a moment, reciprocates the hug, and says, "We will talk about this later."
She reciprocated! Oh!
Good, because I was about to cast Investiture of Stone upon myself.
She looks around at the rest of you and says, "Where's the black staff?"
About that.
That's a good story. So I see.
Oh,
I had
no.
it, it got broke, and I was carrying
Oh
it,
no.
and I gave it to my friend, and he walked
Anton
away.
would like to forcibly
it's
cover
not good
Dusk's
anymore.
mouth.
She did something
All of the
stupid, didn't she?
partners-
I'm gonna, at will, cast Levitate on Dusk. Dusk is just
That
gonna start
is-
levitating 20 feet turn up into the sky.
That is
Well, that was
exactly
weird.
what happened. She kind of blew up everything, and the black staff was kind of split in half. And then I don't know what happened after that. That's not my character voice. And then I don't entirely know what happened after that. But
Oi, crikey.
fuck off.
No, you're fine. I'm just being a
Question.
shithole.
And we haven't seen her since.
Alright. She's,
I know what happened. She got banished to another realm. I don't remember what it was called, but she got
Yes.
banished, and then
You are now
the other
like
half of the
100
staff is
feet here.
talking to me. It's 20 feet,
Um,
isn't it?
she kind of looks around. You guys can see some city watch and city guard coming in. She says, "Probably better if you guys don't get wrapped up into this. You don't want to get involved in politics." She
Well,
starts
obviously
beginning
Dusty
an
just flies.
incantation. She begins an incantation. You all are teleported in the same way that Sorrow has been kicked out of the castle in the past. And you guys are teleported in front of Trollskull Manor.
Does it look okay?
Yeah, it looks fine. Nothing's wrong up here.
Okay,
Everything looks
I'm gonna
normal.
run in and check on Liv and make sure Liv's doing okay.
All right. Coming into the tavern, you bust into it. You see... We're going to play tavern music. Hold on. Tavern. All right. You bust into the tavern, and you see everything appears to be perfectly fine. There's not many customers today, except for 2 individuals at the bar. And you see one of them appears to be playing a game with Liv.
Well, she's gonna walk up and check on Liv and be like, did you see what happened outside?
You
Well,
look
they're a
up
long ways
and
away.
you see, you look up interjecting their game. You see this little girl is playing chopsticks with Liv and is actually able to touch him. Tova, you may introduce your character.
Happy.
How do I do this?
Just say a little bit about what you look like and such, as much as you're willing to share.
Oh, okay. So Tova has, let's see, she's about 5'11", and she's standing at the moment. She's got teal skin, dark green hair, and a scar through her left eyebrow. She also has black eyes. That's.
All right.
She's just pretty much standing there watching them play.
Can I roll an insights check to see if touching Casper would hurt me?
Oh my god.
Before you even get a chance, Casper sees you at her side, and she turns
Casper the
towards
friendly
you.
Ghost?
I let the name go. That's my fault. This ghost turns towards you, and you see her face shift into this horrifying visage as she screams to your general directions. Ha! I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Me or death?
No, death. All right.
Okay.
Easily pass the saving. You are unaffected by this terrifying visage, and it goes back to its normal look, and just kind of like, aw.
She's gonna be so excited. She's gonna, oh, look, there's a friend. Oh, she's so cute, and she's gonna try to pat her on the head.
All right, your hand goes right through her. You see this ghost is transparent, and you recognize it is a ghost. You understand it, because it looks like Liv. But going through this character doesn't seem to hurt you.
Oh, that's really cute.
I will say that she has a reddish tint to her hair.
I'll add that in
really
later.
sad.
Can I?
But she's really confused, and she just starts asking, like, how did you get here?
Walking in, Dust is looking at Sarah being like, what the fuck? And he's like gesturing his body.
He's just gonna pat Dusk on the back, walk up to Liv, sit on the bar, and hold up his finger for 1, signaling Liv to get him the strongest drink that we have.
You see,
Come on.
you see
sorry.
the just a barrel, bucket float, like a water bucket, float over. You see a mystery liquid within it, a jungle juice of sorts.
Drink it all.
No. And but before you do, Anton's gonna walk up to you and say, before you get completely wasted, I want to talk to you about something.
Wicket,
Let me
something,
update my HP, guys.
something to talk about. Wicket, Casper is under your control.
Oh, so do I just like say how she reacts to things? Or...
Yes, pretty much, and I'll act it out for you if I need to.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you like had a plan for that or not.
No, she's part of your character. In combat, you'll control her as well.
Right. Okay. Casper is pretty much just gonna watch everything, and she has a sort of like questioning look on her face. But she doesn't try and interact with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's currently in her ethereal form as well, so like she can touch Lif.
Yeah.
Did I get one in here? Yeah. So yeah, Tova, on your side, this little girl, looks like Red Riding Hood, runs up, starts talking to Lif, trying to touch your ghost, confused but also not surprised. And with her, you see 3 other people come in the tavern. A silver Kenku with red devil horns and the symbol and what you immediately recognize as the symbol of Asmodeus, the Devil King.
Ooh, that's right.
Along with a hairless tabaxi and a rather normal looking, somewhat handsome, very hairy barbarian male. Or human male.
Very bloody barbarian
Also
male.
very, very bloody.
I think we're
That
all
man
very
has
lucky.
died 3 times.
Tova's gonna.
Actually, that's totally fine.
Has died has been unconscious 3 times in the past, like, 10 minutes.
So one does hasn't, weirdly enough.
Oh, and
Tova
her spices in her bag.
is
and she
going
pulled it
to-
out to go from the left.
Let Tova speak.
Tova is going to look at Anne and basically ask if she's interested in ghosts and the undead.
Well, yeah.
With like a
like-
really amused expression. Because you're a little girl, and the little girls that Tova has met in her past life are not very interested in the undead.
Yeah, it's
Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. I have a question about animate dead. Can I things like if somebody got like a side of like a whole chicken, can I animate a whole chicken?
It has to be a medium creature, I believe.
Gosh.
What if it's a really big chicken?
Dude, that's
A
a
turkey.
5-foot chicken.
I was kind of hoping somebody at the
That's a
tavern would have
huge
ordered like
chicken.
some sort of meat side that I could bring to life and be like, I've made a lot of people into ghosts.
If we have a spit roasted pig, you could bring a spit roasted pig back.
That might actually make Tova walk out.
Well,
She's like,
gonna look at
I'll just
Tova
come back
like,
tomorrow.
ghost.
Say that again?
She just looks at her and is like, I make a lot of people into ghosts.
Oh, alright. Nice.
Anton would like to try to prevent this.
Dude, are you kidding me? You don't understand how high my constitution is.
You'll have to make a
Yes.
grapple check to prevent it.
Alright. That's what, strength?
Yes, versus Sorrow's athletics or acrobatics.
Oh boy, good luck.
Oof.
Never mind.
Yes!
I'm gonna add a D10 to that
Okay.
That's bullshit. Fuck you.
with the feat of Dark One's own luck.
I got you.
Fuck you, dude. So fucking overpowered. Just trying to fucking stop you from getting drunk, and you're like,
You
fuck you.
What?
I fucking summon a demon,
Alright.
and you should not make you.
You
Uh-oh.
try to attempt to stop it, but the Devil Kenku looks at you. You see his eyes flare with a bit of fire, and as you reach for him, he seems to split in two in like an after image, and you reach for the wrong one, and the other one manages to take a few steps back with the water bucket.
Oh my god.
Wait, it's
Anton.
water? Damn it.
Or no, it's the bucket is a water bucket.
a literal bucket of water.
It doesn't have water in it. It is a water bucket.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
It's not.
All right. Do it your way. Pull out all the fancy tricks you want to get wasted. I have a question that I need answered.
Sorrow will put the bucket down and wait for Anton to ask his question, like a very sassy look on his face. Like, dude, it's been a long ass day. I literally just sold my soul to the devil to defeat that statue. What the fuck do you want?
And I want you to answer in writing. I want your words. I don't want anybody else's words.
I don't have anything that I can just spontaneously create writing. Yeah. Oh! Hold on 1 second. Can I cast Speak with Animals?
There are Ouija boards on the table, and you can push that around.
Dude, that's gonna be a long ass conversation. I
Everyone-
walk up to my
Everyone within the tower is able to see. Or Anne, did you do this in the tavern?
Oh no, I did that like when I went unconscious. I would have done it during some point in that time. She would have shifted back into Anne.
So after you gained consciousness again. Okay. So it is the
Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood. All right. Never mind. Everything's fine. Continue.
So, Sorrow's gonna walk up to his room, grab some pen and paper, come back down, sit at this far table by the window. That way I can look outside and gesture for Anton to sit in front of him.
Sorrow.
Do that.
Sitting into the corner seat, you get a view of the tavern. You see several people in one of the corner in one of the tables, kind of like they're eyeing you. They slowly get up and very carefully walk out the door.
Oh wait, when they do they pass by me at all when they're going to the door? They're leaving through the
No,
side?
they're going up here.
Anton
am
calls
going
to
to-
them.
I cast that. I'm Lordrine. Slam the door shut.
No. Stop.
This is entrapment, and you should not.
What I'm
Anton
gonna do
says,
is I'm gonna like hold up my hand to stop them and like shake my head in apology and toss. How many people are leaving too?
Just the two right now.
I'm tossing them 2 platinum pieces.
Roll
I'm
a
tossing them
shit.
each 1 platinum piece.
roll a charisma.
Just a flat charisma.
Yes.
"Can I help with this?"
Sure.
Because Anton's gonna say,
I don't
"Guys,
need your help, buddy.
he
I don't need your help, buddy.
Okay. Oh yeah, and that works.
They very cautiously you can't tell if it's out of just like okay with what's going on or if out of fear, but they very slowly go back to the bar and like each of them order you see two of those extra water buckets land in front of them as well. And they just hold it close to them and neither of them are talking.
Like how you hold a warm mug, but with a water bucket, just like hugging it. close to
Yeah.
them.
Alright, so Sorrow's then going to straighten up, lean forward, put his hands underneath his beak, and look at Anton waiting for him to ask a question.
"So why did you save me? Why bring me back up? You saw what I did. You saw me try to kill Anne, or whoever he is." Anton would have said the name, but I can't read the name, and I'm bad at names.
Leave.
Leaf.
So, just to add flair, the quilla I'm writing with, the very tip where the ink is, I'm imbuing with fairy fire. So it glows purple for flavor.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then
What flavor?
in that purple fire
Great.
now,
Purple.
basically, I'm writing fire on paper. I'm writing friend.
You write friend?
Yes, I write friend.
What kind of friend leaves the party to get them? Hold on, let me think. This is hard.
You want to come back to this?
Yeah.
All right.
What's Lift's
Definitely.
reaction to the spices? I must know.
He will attempt to inspect them with advantage because he is very good at this type of stuff. You see, he looks at spices, kind of has a little bit of like a drawback from it, cocked head, and then you feel as each of them begin to rise out of your hand as he begins to like take hold of them.
You're gonna let him.
Yeah, and he kind of like, you see he seems very pleased with this as they each much more quickly than you've seen like drinks fly by. They each like zoom into the kitchen. Tova, from your passive survival, you would be able to recognize that the spices that have just flown into the kitchen there was about 30 of them, I believe, and they were all at least 10 gold pieces. They were very fine spices.
Yep.
Okay.
Do with that information as you will.
Okay.
Well, you popped over the counter and went to go get something non-alcoholic, and she's gonna ask if she wants something.
Oh, she's asking Tova?
Yeah, if she wants something as well, because she's behind the counter now, and she's just like, oh shit. She's behind the counter and she's getting shit.
Tova will say thank you, but decline, and probably start talking to Casper.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the friendly
can't find
ghost.
Yeah, I get it's kind of cat's out of the bag. The ghost's name is Casper, so.
Yeah.
Yo, that's such a. I've never actually seen that show. Never mind. But I've heard about it.
So, Wicket, do you want to control Casper, or would you like me to play Casper as an NPC?
I mean, I can control Casper.
Okay. If you'd like, I can also we can also do it where I'm playing her outside of combat or rough situations. And there will still be times where I'll make Casper do something on her own anyways, just because she does have a mind of her own.
Right.
Yeah. We'll kind of just we'll wing it for now.
I can control her for the most part.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of wing it.
I am gonna say she comes out of her ethereal form because Liv has handed her a drink of apple juice.
Okay. All right. Apple juice. Why
Apple
not?
juice. Me on a Friday night.
I am back.
Casper accepts the drink and kind of like cups it in her hands and just stares at it for like a solid minute before like daring to take a sip. She only takes a sip when. Go ahead.
Upon noticing that she's holding something, Anne hops back over the counter and tries to like gently touch her.
You gently caress Ghost Skin.
Wait, so I can touch it?
Yep.
She pats her head and pets her, and then plays with her hair.
Casper kind of gives her an odd look and looks to Tova, and Tova just kind of shrugs and asks Anne why she's fascinated with Casper, or what her fascination is with Casper.
She's special.
Define special.
Different.
She's just different. She's not like anybody else here. Just
Because she's a ghost?
You say she's not like anybody else here, and you see Liv just kind of like.
well, I meant like in Waterdeep, okay?
Once again, one picture.
You see Liv, he kind of just turns. You see Liv as he begins to head in the kitchen, he's just like. As he floats away.
Casper gives Anne a look and like tries to follow after Liv.
Anne's gonna follow Casper.
As Casper gets
Tova's
up,
gonna...
as Casper gets up, and you can see in her material form, Anne looks very similar to just a pale child, except for the fact that she has no legs. And she hovers over in order to follow after, in a very similar way as a child would, like kind of like.
Tova is unsure if she's allowed to go behind the bar, but she also doesn't want, like, to just let Casper leave.
Yeah.
So she just kind of stands, she kind of, like, follows along the bar as far as she can, and then just stands awkwardly waiting for them.
Right.
Well, Anne's gonna notice this and she's gonna wave you back.
When you look behind the bar, you see Liv is kind of like holding Casper like you would a cat. Like he's like he's like trying to like shove her into Anne's hands.
Take it. Take it. Tova can hold out her arms and take Casper back.
Yeah.
Anne's just gonna hug Casper and walk back over to Tova.
Okay, yeah, Tova's gonna take Casper back and then hold her up above Anne's head. So Anne cannot, like, take Casper anymore.
Anne's gonna be very sad.
Liv heads back.
Alright, also, where are you staying? Because that's gonna be Anne's next question.
To Tova?
Yeah.
We have not yet decided.
Oh. Well, do you want to stay here? Casper seems to like Liv.
I don't exactly have a lot of gold on me.
Sorrow's gonna toss her a platinum piece upon hearing that.
What is it with him and just throwing money around?
He's just like tossing platinum pieces like winks. Fucking sugar daddy in the corner.
What's really sad is I only have 4 gold pieces left now.
I mean, you could say he's
Why? Okay, Tova is going to pick up the piece and give it back and say thanks, but you don't have to do that.
When she goes to give it back, Sorrow, what can I do to move you? I'm gonna cast Levitate. When you go to turn around and come to me, I'm gonna cast Levitate on you. If you don't want it to be cast on you, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. Save is 17.
But why are you doing this to me?
That's an excellent question that I don't think anybody knows the answer to.
Sorrow knows why he is doing this. He doesn't want to be interrupted with his conversation of Anton.
Oh, got it.
So he is levitating you to keep you away from him.
You guys.
Okay, Tova's gonna like let it happen, just kind of give him this look like, really? And then like try and like turn herself back around to face the bar again.
When you turn around, Sorrow snaps his fingers and the spell stops.
You
Okay,
guys
she's just
hear...
gonna give the money piece to Casper, who finds its shininess very fascinating.
You guys hear the door ring open with a bell as Maloon War Dragon walks in.
Isn't that the motherfucker that tried to kill
Not this
me?
fucking shit again.
He-
Wait.
He looks. You each. Yeah. You all instantly, like, upon just seeing him, you all do feel like antagonized. But you see he holds his hands up as he walks in, and the most friendly smile you've seen on his face, and says, "How about a friend gets a drink around here?"
Insight
Man's
check.
gonna cast Protection of Good and Evil on him.
Okay,
Alright,
I
you have
wanna
to-
see his
You have to
true
run up to him to do that.
intentions.
Anton, roll an
I'm
insight
gonna
check.
fucking do it.
What check was that, Gilbert? You cut out.
Roll an insight check. Also, I will say, by his side, you can see Azarej is sheathed.
Okay, if you guys make moves, Sorrow is preparing to cast Levitate on whoever moves towards Maloon first in a angry manner. His finger is up and ready to snap.
Anne is more in a fearful manner. She's trying to get as close as possible on him to try to party.
When you're running up to him,
I
Sorrow
mean,
says, "He's
you don't need to
afraid."
tell me
Yeah.
anything. I doubt.
It's hard to
I don't
read,
think
Anton.
6 hits anybody.
Anne, however, you can see through, from what you can read as him, he seems completely non-hostile in any way or form.
Okay. In which case, she's gonna go lift and do like a snapping motion to get like some alcohol for him.
I'm gonna make eye contact with him from around the corner, like peek my head around and give him a nod and a thumbs up.
You see a beer mug comes around the corner, and when Maloon reaches out for it, it pours itself out in front of him and just drops to the floor. He just goes, I deserve that.
Casper is silently laughing at this.
Yeah.
Very openly, but silently laughing.
And then another glass comes, and you can see it is the old sewer water.
I was gonna cast levitate on the glass.
You're already levitating glass.
Creature or loose object.
Yeah. You can levitate, but Lif is still controlling it. Like you can't overtake his control with levitate.
I was just gonna, if he's gonna pour it out on him, I want it to stop.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to control that.
Okay, never mind then.
Wait, Tova has blue skin, doesn't she?
Tova has what?
Tova has blue skin, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
about.
cow, is she actually
It's,
the
it's
Smurf part 2?
It's a bluish greenish skin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's not Kate's brother.
Smurf
Sister.
to electric
Same.
steel boogaloo.
In which case, she realizes that Maloon's not a threat, and now she's fascinated with Tova.
Hello.
She's gonna walk up to you and like touch you and like look at your clothes and just like try to play with your hair as well.
But Sorrow with devil horns and a fucking demon sign in his forehead that just flew, cast magical spells he's never cast before, and flung things through hell. That's alright.
A lot of
So,
shit's going on. She's more interested in strange things. She'll deal with you later. You'll still
Maloon walks over to you guys. Stands first and says, "Can I have a seat?"
I'll nod but hold up a finger, as in saying, don't talk here, like shush.
Be our guest.
He takes the seat and sits down.
Thank you for the use of your axe. It was helpful for a little while.
He says,
And tell you stab me in the back.
"Thanks is more especially mine. I've been told you guys are the ones that saved me."
I was not. That was not us. That was the Black Staff herself.
I save you, do you mean watch the black staff blow you up? And yes.
Dusk, get out of here.
I will not.
Dusk in the corner room, just like
Shouting.
We were not the ones responsible for that. That was the Black Staff herself. We merely tidied up the wreckage. No,
He nods.
actually, Dusk, I am asking you to not be here. This is in character.
I need to know what's going on, though. I'm offended too.
He nods and he kind of just says, "True, but she wouldn't have even known about my position without you guys. For that, you have my thanks." He takes from a pouch. He puts a pouch on the table, and he says, "It's not as much as I usually have on hand, but a reward of sorts."
Thank you, I guess. I hope you find the Black Staff.
He nods and says, "She's still out there. She's a mean girl. She'll be fine."
I would be surprised if anything took her down anytime soon.
You and me both. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm sure you've got some bad memories of me. I don't have any memories. All of those were left behind with the explosion.
I have a lot of bad memories in general, so none of them are particularly bad of you specifically.
War Dragon.
More of... Sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
No, continue. Keep going.
Okay. More of intellect devourers. I've had a few encounters with them.
He kind of laughs a bit and he says, "That makes you and me quite similar now, doesn't it?"
Sure does.
Anyways, he gets up from the chair, says, I don't want to take too long. And he like looks at the murky water, kind of looks back, and you see Liff leaning around the corner, like staring daggers at him. He like holds up the glass to Liff and just downs it, puts it on the table.
I'm giving him guidance. I'm touching his arm and like
move.
a finger gun.
That's a power play right there.
Constitution check.
All right. What does it do for his Constitution check?
Gives him plus a D4.
Plus a
Yeah,
D4?
plus a D4.
That actually made the difference. You see, he kind of stumbles a moment, then catches himself, and he says, he looks back at you, Anton. He says, "The axe told me quite a lot about you. Come have a drink with me sometime at the tavern."
Oi.
All right, I will take you up on that.
And he begins to leave. First,
Oh, that's where the door is.
yeah, there's several doors. When he reaches the door, he turns back and looks at Dusk. And Dusk, you see him throw something your way.
It's a fucking spoon.
Gotta catch it.
You catch
Just
it and
throw
look
it,
at your
that'd be
hands.
good.
You catch it and look at your hands, and you see a fidget spinner.
Yes.
I knew there was a reason the fidget spinner. I killed. What the fuck?
No, the fidget spinner magic item is something else.
Oh, okay.
He spins it so fast it becomes a fucking weapon.
Dust just sits there. Balloon just kind of laughs to himself, and then just kind of like whoever's looking at him, he just gives you a quick wink and walks out.
All right, so
At this point, Dust looks up at Anton, and he gets visibly angry. And he is, "What the fuck was wrong with you in there?
Then do you
We're
throw
trying
the
to help you."
do you throw the
Yes,
fidget
throw the
spinner
fidget
at him?
spinner
you throw the fidget spinner.
When it's in the air, I'm
Yes.
gonna stop the levitation on the bag and start the levitation on the fidget spinner so it stops in the air.
Sorry, you're killing me.
And the
That's
bag all
nice.
just drops to the ground beside us.
But he is very angry at you, Anton.
Well,
We were trying to help you, and you continue to kill yourself. What the hell?
that is a long story. Something I would love to talk about after I finish my conversation with Sorrow.
Fine.
Can we talk in a few moments? Can we talk in a few moments?
Always good for a talk.
Gotta not forget my character voice.
You good, man?
I just want a character voice that's not my voice, slightly deeper. All right, so friend.
No, when you say the word friend, Sorrow scratches it out and writes family.
And the stairs are in the back. You have to go outside and around the building.
Yeah, that's what she would do.
Okay. I didn't even realize that Sarah had levitated the back.
Yeah, I levitated the bag, and then when the fidget spinner was thrown, I stopped levitation on the bag so it falls from the ceiling to the ground.
A big
When
And
the
the
bag-
fidget spinner is now levitating.
When the bag hits the ground, you hear a very hefty clink of money.
Anton tries to grab it.
Sorrow lets him.
Opening the bag, you see 100 platinum pieces in there.
Bruh. Alright. I'll add that to my inventory because I'm going to be using some of that in my downtime.
Thanks, Ben. Taking all the money.
You bet.
Sorrow's gonna levitate 1 platinum piece out of it.
No worries. I will make
And
that
snatch
to
it from the
99.
So you get 99 platinum pieces, my friend.
Very nice, very nice. Alright. So, you would consider me family after all that I've done.
It's at this point you'll hear a very loud, like guttural laughter from Sorrow as he quickly writes. You act like siblings don't constantly bicker.
As he quickly writes, no.
And then the Mad Mage laughter comes in, and I cast up on
Yeah,
Let's
no.
see, what's my highest level spell? I would cast a Flame Strike on the in. I'm just kidding.
Alright.
Well, I've always been an only child, so fair enough.
Very quickly, written is going to be obviously.
All right, I guess I'll do my best from here on out.
I'm gonna.
More
Sorrow's
protecting.
gonna pull Anton really close, which he's gonna do his best from here on out. And he's going to write while kind of forcing Anton to look, but not like super forcefully, almost like trying to point it to the paper.
Anton looks very intently.
Small, but not very small.
Mhm.
With the fairy fire gone, Sorrow writes, "You have to protect Anne."
With that is what I will do, if she will let me.
No, Sorrow's immediately going to shake his head and will protect him.
And I will do my best. I will not protect her with my sword or my axe. For I will no longer need such things with how I will choose to fight in the future. I've got some work to do. I will protect her with my life.
And if
She
you
does
think...
not-
Sorry. And if you think Casper is cool, just... She can talk.
Fucking Nate! She's literally just like, oh, this is a neat person, they have a neat little ghost, they're moving in, we're keeping them forever, they're gonna be our friends, and it's gonna be great.
She can't talk very well, so every once in a while she'll like be struggling for a word and just kind of look at Tova and point with a very frustrated expression and just wait.
Alright. Back to Anton
Tova will,
and
like-
Sorrow.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. If she won't let me save her, she has more power than I think she realizes. Or than she has more power than I think that I
And
realized.
at this point, you'll hear the Mad Mage cackle come out of Sorrow.
So if she won't let me save her, I think she has the power to stop me from saving her. Although I need to have a conversation with her sometime soon.
Dusk. While you're paying attention to whatever you're paying attention to, you hear a loud meow behind you.
Great question.
You turn around and you see the cat is sitting there and it like pushes a small bowl towards you.
Aww.
Fucking my cat right now. Holy cow! I need to feed her.
Dusk feels the instinct.
thought you
and
fed
starts
her already.
smacking off the table.
Yeah. I thought he did too.
What'd you do, Dusk?
Dusk feels the instinct and finish pushing the pole off the table.
The cat just kind of looks back at you. Says, meow.
Dusk picks him up and starts petting him. No,
he's like
kitty.
So that's
Also, Dusk was very much eavesdropping in that conversation.
don't yeet the kitty
So I
into the fireplace.
filled up the bowl, but I never put it on the
What
ground.
would it smell like?
Oh,
That's a
geez.
great question.
Oh no! You need to shut the fuck up right now.
Dusk, he's holding Kitty and loving Kitty. Obviously.
All right. We're gonna move over to Tova and Anne. If you guys had something you wanted to do on something you
I'm
guys
just
had
showing
left.
her around the rooms and stuff, so I mean, it's mostly just stuff we can do after the session where we pick out our stuff. And
Okay.
it'll mostly just be me asking her questions and stuff.
All right.
We can do out of session.
So, Tova and Anne, as you guys are exploring the rooms and doing around them, I need both of you to roll a perception check for me.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
I have a perception of 18 though.
Roll a
Roll
perception
the
check.
perception check.
Hold on, let me see if I can remember to get here.
Good thing it's
Oh,
not with
Jesus.
disadvantage.
Three.
Why does my character sheet keep closing?
I feel that. It's opening on a completely separate window too.
It's done it like 4 or 5 times now.
It's roll 20. It's having some issues right now.
Yeah.
As long as it's like not me.
Wait, so I just click perception, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then when you do that, don't close the box. Double click up where it says your name, and it'll disappear into like a little invisible thing, so it'll be easier to access later.
16 and 14. You
I
both,
You're
while you guys
Go ahead.
are walking, and you feel the slightest tremor. And you both can see out the window. You see another one of the statues.
What?
A woman in knightly armor, but most of her body is missing. Unlike the other statue, this one did not summon stones back to itself. It is a floating chest, head, and sword.
Very hot.
And it is
it
making its way
torture?
towards the tavern.
oh.
Anne's gonna take off running downstairs, and she's gonna use that alert to be like, "We got a problem!"
Yeah,
All
Tova's
right,
gonna let
Anne,
out like a sharp
what's the
whistle
problem?
and call Casper back to her.
Casper, boop, appears from like the
Just
floor.
Yeah. Hello.
All right, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh God.
Oh shit, we're having 2 combats?
Can I have taken a short rest?
Yeah.
Nice.
I wish I could have one of those.
You can. Everyone could have a short rest.
How neat.
I am back at exactly full health.
Nice. Do you have your constitution modifier to those?
Oh.
You don't really need to now, but...
Yeah.
Oh heck. Wait, what am I doing?
Oh, thank God. we got
click-
to take a short rest. I
Click
can
on
use
your
all my-
token. Click on your token and hit the initiative
Dang it, man.
key in the top left corner.
Wait, hold up. Doesn't that mean I'm gonna a little bit?
You can roll your hit die.
That's the wrong roll.
Pickles land? What the fuck?
Hey, He wanna drive a car, okay? Let him drive.
Ben,
the
how would
car.
you like to fly?
Anton?
What the fuck is going on?
Well,
Oh, there's another statue, Mijo.
I can tell.
Yeah, I
It's only-
can't fling it through hell this time, guys.
There's only 3 people in
I don't
initiative.
have to do that for Casper, right? 'Cause
Oh
she
no,
moves with
Casper.
me.
Casper goes on your turn. Yes.
Okay.
Specifically, Casper goes. I think she technically goes after your turn.
Yeah.
Let's check that real quick. We've got some time.
Real question is, should I make Dusk fly or should I make Anton fly?
Eat them all. No mercy. You're all getting flying lessons.
If I cast it at 3rd level,
Okay, so Casper takes her turn on your turn. You get to decide in what kind of combination that works.
Okay.
me too.
Oh yeah, this way.
Me
Great
too.
question. Gets to roll initiative.
What are you rolling initiative for?
Please don't destroy the tavern.
Hold up, someone tell
Well,
me
then
what's
we gotta go out
happening.
and meet it.
Roll
There's
initiative.
another giant statue
Just,
making its way to our tavern.
just do it.
Just do it.
I rolled shitty.
not as shitty as me.
True.
These statues are not good at initiative.
Damn, at least we got higher than the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a dex of 8.
Well, it's hard to imagine a statue being very fast.
Yeah, dex of 8. It's not really fast. All right. At the top of the turn, Tova, you are the first to be able to react.
Oh God. Okay. Oh God, what's my moving speed?
Probably 30.
30 feet.
30 feet. How far away is the statue?
For the sake of making this just faster and keeping everyone close to the fight, it's 20 feet away.
Oh, okay. I don't really know what to do. Tova isn't gonna like immediately start attacking it, so she's probably gonna get out of the tavern.
Okay.
And can she like get up to the roof?
You'd have to go outside the tavern and climb your way up.
Not
Or no,
faster
there's a
than
turret.
me, bitch.
There's a turret peak you can get up.
Okay. Can she like go up into that?
Yeah.
Would that be like? Okay. She wants to
With
get
a
a good look at
dash,
everything.
with a dash, you can get up there.
Okay.
It's a barbarian thing.
Which technically it puts you. I'm putting you here on the map, but you are technically outside.
Okay.
So we'll
Well, yeah,
just
that's
put
because you're a demon. That's you're disqualified from comparing
Ben.
competitions. Sorry.
Also, what is going on in the chat? All right,
There's a lot going on in chat, man.
Anne.
Alright, so Anne ran down the stairs as well, so she's probably like right there. And they all hear me, so 5, 10, 15. Well, actually, can I see it from where I am standing currently?
There's a tavern in the way.
5, 10,
This one is not as tall. This one is not as tall as the Hawkman because most of its body is missing. It's standing. In fact, it's barely. I'm gonna make it a lot smaller. It's standing about 20 feet tall.
But is it like touching the ground or is it floating?
It's floating.
Okay.
This
How high
could be
up?
something we could win.
What about from like right here?
Somebody just run underneath it and punch it.
You'd be able to. Well, you would see
Fucker,
portions of it, but you wouldn't see the full thing.
Would it be enough for me to cast command on it?
What's the range of command?
60 feet.
No.
Damn it. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That was my dash action. I'm ending.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Anton.
All right. So
Oh, shit. Hold on, she blows her guard whistle as well, that's it.
Okay.
this is just for me being a little bit less confused sake. Is it actually over? Is it actually like on this side of the
Yep.
tavern?
No, it's on the
Okay.
right side of the tavern.
Oh, okay. Got it. I comprehend things.
Think of this as another building.
Got it. That makes a lot more sense now. So Anton is going to dash 40, 80 feet.
That's a window.
Oh, this is
No,
a window?
you're good. No, you're good with that. I'm saying sorrow. That's a window.
Oh, got it.
Where?
He's going to pull out.
Mhm.
Oh dear. I can't cast that spell right now. He's going to pull out his great sword. No, he's lance again.
Okay.
And wait. Oh, we'll also yell at it. Just like yell like over here.
All right.
I'm the one you want. I
Would
don't
you-
know why?
Do you still have your bonus action?
Yes.
Would you be interested in
Um,
raging?
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
That will be my final rage, but that's okay.
All right. Now you had a short
Just
rest.
need
Your
to keep this
rages,
going.
all of your rages are back on a short rest.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, never mind. Then we're definitely raging.
All right. Dusk.
Alright, Dusk is going to make a mad dash. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's normal movement. Oh wait, we can go 9 now. So there. 1, 2. Good. The backseat dash. How high up is the building? How tall?
15 feet.
Okay, so what? 15, 20 feet left. Cool. He's up top. What? 20 feet. I assume you can get under him. Alright. Can you jump up? Can you try and touch him?
Yeah, it's
Try and
not
get a grip
hovering.
on it.
It's not hovering high above the building. It's hovering like almost immediately above the building.
Okay, so can you climb up it then?
It's
As
within
a-
melee range, and climbing up of it, you would have to make a athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh. Alright, instead of that, he's gonna do the dodge action for this turn.
Okay. Let's bring you to the forefront so that we can see you. Sorrow, our
Does
devil
dash
Kenku.
flying work like on ground dashing?
I mean, dashing just doubles your movement.
Okay. So I'm casting fly on myself,
Okay.
and then I will fly to 60 feet. And then I'm going to fly to get behind its head. I assume is on this
This is a cunning
side.
action dash.
Yeah, cunning action dash.
Okay.
I assume, is this behind its head?
I mean, yes and no.
Can I
Yeah.
see its neck? What I'm going for.
It doesn't have a neck. It's a floating head, a floating torso, and a floating sword, all being held together with arcane energy. What you do see
Oh, so
flying
they're not
up,
connected. Got it.
they are not connected. What you do see flying up there, you see within the head, there appears to be some kind of shop.
you say?
Anton does need to go shopping.
Oh my god.
For real though, he actually does.
Okay. With my... Never mind, my passive perception is not high enough to see if there's a plate on it.
Alright, that's your turn.
Yep.
The statue is going to... Let me see what its range is. Really? Okay. Alright, Anton. You see the statue look down towards you, and you
I'm
see...
flipping him off.
You see the sword, the stone sword, turn towards you and fly in your direction.
Do a barrel roll.
It's going to...
Show me
hurl
the
stone.
damage.
It rolled in that one.
Oh. Fuck yeah.
That's no damage. I can't keep my rage going from that. Uh-oh.
It would have hit with a 17. Even with that one, it rolls a 17.
Okay,
But
no. We're good then.
it's a natural one. You don't take any damage because it can't hit. The stone, as it's flying towards you, it just doesn't have good trajectory. You're hard to hit because you're so close to it. It slams to the ground next to you, and then kind of floats back to the statue. It's going to hover closer. Sorrow, you do have the chance to get an opportunity attack.
You can't. I'll stab at it with my rage. Or wait,
Alright.
hold on. I don't have a magical weapon though. Fuck.
Alright, then don't bother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tova.
Sorry about that.
You're
I
good.
did not mean to do that.
Weapon yet.
Hey,
I pressed the wrong button.
if
Your
you
turn,
want to
Tova.
shape water, you sure may do that.
I'm just gonna go play in the puddles while you guys fight. No, I'm just kidding.
Tova, did you want to move Casper on your last turn?
Oh, yeah. She was supposed to come with me.
Okay, we'll just plop her there.
Yeah, in any battle situation, we usually stick, like, right next to each other.
Alright.
So,
You should be able to move her character around.
oh, okay. My bad.
Not a problem.
Oh,
Just-
God, it's my turn. Okay. I'm here with it, totally. Okay,
No worries.
I
D&D's
want-
pretty chill.
except when there's floating statues. And fireballs, apparently.
What you gonna do,
I
girl?
want Tova to go to Anne and offer to help Anne because she doesn't want to just barge into the group and get in someone's
Okay.
way. So she's gonna go to Anne and be like, "Hey, what can I do to help you?"
All right. To get to Anne on the ground, you're in the tower. You're gonna have to jump 30 feet.
Okay.
Or you can walk all the way down.
Actually, it's more around 20 feet. So if you're making your way to Anne by the quickest route, you will take 2d6 fall damage.
Hold on. What's the
Wait,
range
wait,
for my ability?
Hold on.
30 feet.
It would be out of
If
range.
that was it. Dang it. Yeah, that's not close to 30 feet.
But I can put an aura around you so we can see your range.
I mean, it'd be nice, but don't take too much time. Wow. That was not slow.
It's not hard. What are you doing, Tova?
I actually have a question about Casper.
Okay.
Can Casper move things because she's a ghost?
Yeah, so if you see Casper's character sheet, she has an ability called Etherealness. Essentially, she can choose she can choose to be physical or not physical. Right now, she's physical, so yes, she can move things.
Okay. So I want Casper to use that to catch Tova when Tova jumps off the tower.
Okay. So Casper's
And
going
basically
first.
catch Tova and set her down.
All right, so Casper goes down to the bottom of the tower, and then Tova's jumping off of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
And Casper's
All right.
gonna catch her.
So have Casper make.
That's like
it's,
a 90 IQ play.
It's
at
still
least,
it's
if not more.
it's an athletics check, which Casper is not great at. Yes, do gain
Okay.
inspiration, please, because that's pretty great.
Okay, wait. What am I doing? What do I have to do?
Casper needs to roll an athletics check. So basically a strength
Okay.
check.
Strength or sorry, it's opening. Wait. Do I do this?
Yes.
Hello? Question mark?
Yeah, that's correct. All right.
Okay.
Because it was Whisper, I'm going to take it off Whisper for one. Just so you guys know, she rolled a 4. So.
Hey.
Casper goes to the bottom to try to catch Tova. Tova, you jump on it. You do not take fall damage. But Casper does as you land on her. Casper takes 4 points of damage, halved to 2 points of damage.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and mark that on the character sheet for you.
Thank you.
All right. There we go. You may continue your turn.
Oh shit. So wait, was that an action or not an action?
That was just you jumping.
Or was that Casper's?
That was
Okay.
Casper's action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So Tova basically asks Anne what she can do. What can I do to help?
Just don't let the statue touch the tavern, is just what she shouts back. And she's like booking it, trying to get to the fucking statue to stop it.
Great. That tells me so much. All right.
Well, try to stop the statue. That's all fucking Anne knows what to do. Just try to stop it.
Nobody knows what to do in this situation. This is the first time this has happened to us.
Anything else on your turn?
Alright.
Guys. Stopping floating statues.
Guys.
Attack.
I don't know if there's anything else I don't think. Is there anything I can do against the statue?
You still
I'm
have
not
some
exactly
movement.
the strong. Yeah,
you
but what
have
am I gonna go over there and do? Like smack it?
There's ways to get creative with it. There's always multiple ways to fight a creature instead of just hitting it.
Okay.
And your, while your weapons might not do damage to it, your hunter's mark will.
Hunter's mark. Oh wait. Okay, so if I wanted to use that, how would I?
You just you would cast hunter's mark. It would take a first level spell slot.
Right.
And I
Oh, wait, is
don't
it
believe
spell?
it has a saving throw. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I don't know
So-
what I just did.
You cast Hunter's Mark onto the creature. I'm going to add it onto there as a net. That is a concentration spell, which is something I'll remember for you. Essentially, if
Okay,
you
wait.
take damage, you have a chance to lose the spell.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Where is that? I'm trying to find that.
Look on your D&D
Oh,
Beyond
okay.
character sheet for spells. It's a lot easier on there.
Okay. I just click cast.
Yes.
And now what am I going?
Should have cast a spell. I'll go ahead and cast it. All right. There we go.
It filled in the mark. That's about all that happened.
Yep. It's cast a spell. So now
okay.
if you hit the target, it will take an extra d6 damage, which will be considered magical
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Oh, did you mean to cast it at
Um,
first or second level?
I don't know.
We'll say first level.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I accidentally clicked second level. Sorry.
Yeah. Save you a second level spell slot there.
Maddie.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to move any more? You probably have another 5 units. Actually, you
Okay,
jumped
yeah.
30 feet, so you probably have 2 units.
Okay, I'll come close enough to be just within range of what is it? Anton's ability thing.
Alright.
The
You
aura
won't
that you
be
put on
able
the
to
screen.
make it that far, but you'll be able to reach the edge of it.
Okay, that's fine.
Casper can make it that far, though.
Okay.
And
right.
you see as Casper like starts moving towards this statue, her form becomes more like angry and such, like her hands becoming claws. What was shadowy wisps for her legs becomes like a sharp point. She's entered battle mode.
Death metal just starts playing in the background.
And it is your turn.
Well, Anne's gonna take a hot note at Casper and try to turn that loose, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I can see that bitch now.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast command.
Cast what?
Command.
Okay. What is your
Wisdom
command?
saving throw. I'm commanding it to flee.
Okay, wisdom save. Let me look at command real quick. It's a long ass spell.
Flee's in the middle.
I don't know. Oh shit, no, I'm dead.
Okay. Hold on, someone's contacting me on Steam.
Not too bad.
Alright, so let me look at his stat sheet because there's some specific standpoints. Alright, yeah. The statue looks at you. The swordswoman looks at you and doesn't seem to understand your language.
Aw, shit.
Does
Okay.
language matter for command?
Yes.
It
The
does?
creature has to share language.
I've
I'll take
DM'd
it
that
out of it and
incorrectly.
see how it's working.
What was that, Anne?
I want to make a Arcana check to see what's making this one tick.
What's making this one do what?
Tick. Like, what's making it work?
Alright, you'll have to do that on your next turn.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, I moved 25 feet. That's everything I can do. Do I have a bonus action? Not one that I can use. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. Anton! Your rage is still going as long as you attack something this turn.
Yes. Anton's gonna run up to the thing. The big Titan stone man woman.
Gotcha.
Titan.
Woman, not man. And he's gonna, from 5 feet away, he's going to stab it with his lance.
Okay.
Wait, is it still like on top of the building? Do I have to climb the building?
No, it's hovered over towards you. It's hovered over towards you.
Bam.
Now, if your lance is not magical, it's not going to do any damage.
Correct. But it counts as me making the attack, right?
Yes. It will trigger your raging
Bam.
features.
My rage is triggered.
Yeah, so you stab into it, bink, no damage.
And then I'm not even gonna take the second. I'm not gonna make the second attack because there's no real reason.
You guys watch as when Anton stabs into this man, you see as about a dozen spectral figures hover around it, like think for a moment, and then they begin building scaffolding around this creature.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Killbud. And then he's, for the rest of his movement, he's gonna try to start climbing. No, yes, he's gonna try to start climbing onto the sword. He probably can't reach that.
The sword's hovering at this point. You wouldn't be able to reach it.
Yeah. He's going to.
Throw dust.
Can't
That's
do that.
on the roof already.
He's going to, I guess, drop the guess nah. That's his turn. I guess that's all. That's all he's got.
All right.
Yeah.
Dusk.
Yeah, he's gonna beat its ass.
Okay.
Is
11
that it?
points of damage.
He's going to try and make it fall prone.
All right.
DC 14 deck.
Roll an intelligence check for me. Just real quick.
Wow.
Please don't make us fall in a tavern, you fucking idiot.
It's floating. It's
Yeah, I
going-
thought that meant floating creature would fall because I'm not prone.
But it's
Like
floating
five.
and it's gonna fall on our tavern, and I don't want that.
What's the next floating over?
I can't-
disappear and won't come back.
I can't make the
Me
tavern
advocate
take
your
2d6 plus
intelligence.
damage.
Okay. Three. All right.
It does have no float.
You don't think about anything as you punch the. All right. What check does it need to make?
DC
Actually,
14 deck.
I don't have to worry about it making a check. As you attempt to knock it prone, it kind of hovers in place for a moment. It does lower a bit, but it always stays back into it. It seems it is immune to being knocked prone.
Damn. All right. I'll finish hitting him then.
Roll with advantage. You are technically flanking.
Oh, okay. That
25.
Advantage hits, yes.
Roll your first attack as well. We'll see if it crits.
Okay, this is a other one. I'll do one more. Great.
Okay. So your second attack hit for 11. And then
11,
your
9.
third attack hits for 10. Alrighty. That's Dusk. Sorrow.
I'm gonna see if I can trace where the magic is flowing towards like the previous statue.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh
28.
Okay. Alright.
At 20.
At 20 plus 8.
That one was the DC 25.
Ooh.
Checking out the arcane signs and where they're pointed, and as it's swinging, you notice there are 3 points that seem to be weak spots for this creature. You see a crystal at the bottom of the stone sword, as well as underneath the head and on the top of the chest.
Is there one that the powers so, or are they all equal?
Arcane energy seems to be resonating between those crystals.
Okay. I assume that was my action.
Just
right?
the head probably does.
The chest piece, Dusk.
Was that scouting thing my action?
Yes.
Alright, then as a bonus action, I'm going to summon a Hawk Spirit right here.
Okay.
What's that do?
When a creature makes an attack roll against a target spirit's aura, I can use my reaction to grant advantage on said attack roll. In addition,
How big is the
me
aura?
and my allies have advantage on wisdom perception checks.
How big is the aura?
60 feet. Or it's a 30-foot radius. 30-foot radius from the point. Right
30-foot radius.
there. 30 foot. And I can move it 60 feet per turn as a
Oi.
bonus action.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
Or, yes, that is my turn. Yes.
Statue of Waterdeep is going to attack Anton twice.
Do it.
Actually, it's going to make one attack at
Let's all get
Anton,
that fun.
one at Dusk with disadvantage.
I'm currently at 77 hit points.
Oh, okay.
You're not
Well,
going to be
I'm
there for
currently at
long.
129.
All right, Anton, does a 31 hit you?
Let me check. Yes, it does.
You take 36 points of bludgeoning damage, halved
Halved.
to some kind of number. Half to 18.
Halved.
18.
Dusk, it's attacking you with disadvantage. 22 does hit. You take 17 points of damage. Anton, is his damage halved?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
You take
Also,
8 points of
I'm
damage.
gonna use my reaction to lessen that by 2d8.
All right, go ahead and roll for that.
2d6, sorry. So you take 3 damage.
3 points of damage.
Nice.
All right, that's
I'm
the
a guardian,
statue's turn.
boys.
Tova.
That didn't even take my health down. Hell yeah.
I actually, does anybody, so basically magical attacks are what we have to use, right? To do the
Yes.
most damage? Okay. Does anybody, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, but does yes?
Casper's attacks are magical.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just got the music. That startled me. Does anybody have any sort of electrical attack? Electrical magical attack?
I can hit it with a sword.
Yeah.
That's not electrical. Thank you.
Shoot, you right.
I have
My
left
fists are
electric attack.
shockingly strong. Sorry.
I have thunder attack. Yeah, one.
Sorry, hold on. I need chemotherapy from that joke. Okay, continue.
This is what I have.
Okay.
Cast it at first level.
Okay. So can I?
Fuck Dusk up.
Okay, so I can dash a little bit closer, right?
It would
Get
take your
within
action.
30 feet of the.
Yeah,
Oh, that
takes
would
your
take my action.
You already have movement, so like you can move 6 units.
Oh.
Which is
Okay. Well, I
probably
need to get close
helpful.
to. I need to get, I think, within 30 feet of the statue. So I need to. I'm not sure. Oh.
If you pick up your character and right click, you'll be able to see a ruler while you move. My mouse is not letting me see that, so. Okay. Do you just want me to move you as close as I can with your 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
Okay. You'd be able to get there.
Okay. So I want to use. Can I use shape water?
Okay. To do what?
I want to wait. Does that just use like existing water, or can it like actually bring water? Because what I want to do is create sort of like a connection using either ice or water between the floating pieces that somebody might be able to hit with electricity, because water conducts electricity.
Unfortunately, that will not. Yeah, there's no water to be able to shape.
Okay. I don't really know what else. I mean, all my attacks are kind of. I mean, I want to use Casper to attack it, definitely.
Okay. We'll move Casper.
If she can reach.
Let's see.
Hey, Wicked,
Yeah.
you can also use your environment to damage the creature if there's something you can do there.
I'm not sure what I would be able to do with that.
So, one thing you can do is you can make a perception check to see if there's anything you can knock onto it. You can see if there's something you can strip it up. If there's anything high you could climb to jump onto it, that kind of stuff.
Where do you
Just
want
whatever.
Casper to be? Because Casper can get pretty far in range. Because Casper can be
Wait.
here, or Casper can be up here. Like she's got a good range where she can stand.
Yeah, make Casper go up high.
Up high. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then, God, what are Casper's attacks again? Where'd she go? I had her open.
She's got some fun abilities for this.
Yeah, but like I can't use the like. Wait, okay. You said she can move things while she's in her corporeal form, right?
Yes, and she
Is
can
it
use
possible?
she can use her withering
ahead.
touch as well.
Would that work against it?
Yeah, it's a magical attack.
Okay.
Or as
Is
long
it
as the,
possible she can
it would work as long as the creature's
move
not
one of the
immune.
floating pieces and like make it hit itself?
No, she's not that strong.
Okay. Okay. Then she'll just use withering touch.
Okay. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
Don't know if where I would click that on.
If you click her token.
Oh wait. Is it this?
Yep.
Hey.
23.
I did something.
Jesus. 23. All right. Casper reaches into the crystal, and you see part of the stone turn a solid black as it takes 23 points of necrotic damage. Oh my god. And
Yeah, that one hit hard.
Okay, so I have a couple questions. Is it close enough to the ground that Anne would be able to touch it?
yes.
Okay. So if I moved right here, I would like to hit it with Inflict Wounds, 2nd level.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Just a second. Come on, load. Melee attack, so I need.
Nope.
Oh! Damn it!
You try to go up to hit it, and seemingly noticing Casper's last touch, it seems to move itself away from you to avoid your touch.
I would have done like 30 damage! Damn it!
Bad touch. Bad touch.
I wish I saved my inspiration. Well, no, I don't. Never mind.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Anton. Ben.
Ben, you muted still.
God fucking damn. Okay. Am back now. This explains a lot.
Do your turn.
Yes, going to try to like touch. Wait, can Anton see the sword? Like, could he attempt to like grab the sword if he got like a really good jump?
It's bigger than you.
Yes.
Are you attempting to like pull it from the creature?
No.
Or what are you trying to do?
He wants to be on top of the sword. He wants to stand on the sword.
Alright, so you can ready your
Like
action to
surfing.
grapple the sword if you would like.
Yes. That ends my rage, but then I'm gonna rage again as bonus action.
Your rage doesn't end because you took damage last turn.
Oh heck yeah, we good boys. That's my turn.
Learn your abilities, please.
Good totem. Yes.
You have the least abilities as a barbarian. Please learn them.
I have so many abilities now.
Dusk.
Ridiculous.
You gonna beat him ass to our advantage?
Yes. Several creatures are flanking now. Anne, roll your attack again because you did have advantage on the attack.
Oh, I also had +4 because I'm blessed.
Bless doesn't add +4, adds 1d4.
Hashtag blessed.
And it's 2 abilities.
What?
Where is-
No, it's attack rolls. It says it on the spell.
Abilities, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Yeah.
Even with a d4, that wouldn't hit, so.
Yeah.
We're taking damage.
Dusk's 3 attacks. That's 2 hits for a total of 21 damage.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else in your turn, Dusk?
Nope, that's all you can do.
Alright.
He's kind of useless here.
Sorrow.
I am flying to where the shop is and opening the door to see if there's anyone inside.
right. You go up to the shop. You open the door. Make a perception check.
Hello, is there anything good to take?
18. You open the door.
Oh my god.
You see a lot of broken bottles around the place and such. You don't see anybody in the store, but you do see, as you open the door and like the head kind of lurches forward a bit, you see a large drawer in the back begin falling in your direction. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're good. It flies past you and falls onto the ground. And that's pretty much it. You do see in the shop there are a couple of casks, like bottles with liquids in them that are still standing.
Drink up, pal.
Get me something shiny.
I am, since that was my interact object, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast 3 times on the head crystal.
Okay, you have to go outside for that, so you fly back outside and aiming for the crystal. Because you're aiming for a very specific part, it's going to have +5 to its armor class.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Its armor class is 22 to hit the crystal.
Damn.
Ooh.
However, all 3 of those do hit.
Okay, so I just hit you for base damage then.
Yes.
$3d10 plus 9, effectively, total damage of 30.
Yep.
34.
30 points of force damage. Is cracked and breaking. It is not down. Statue is next. The statue is going to throw an attack at Anton and Casper.
Oh no!
Anton, it rolled another natural 1 against you.
Bruh.
However, it did
I love
swing
it.
at you, so go ahead and make a grapple check.
That is a strength check, so I have an advantage because I am great.
Athletics. And yes, you do have advantage.
Because I read my ability.
Good shit. All right. As it flies towards you, you jump up and it goes under you, and you're able to grab onto it and fly into the air with it as it then begins its swing towards Casper.
Oh god.
For Casper, it
Use your
rolled a
buddies.
21 against Casper.
That's what? It rolled a 3 plus.
That's a 4 plus 17.
So, Casper takes 24 points of bludgeoning damage. However, because she is a ghost, that damage is halved, and then it is halved again because of Anton.
Because of the scaffolding, and
Yeah.
also another 2d6 because I'm using my reaction.
You already used your reaction,
Oh shit, you're right.
but it's not a big deal because she only took 6 points of damage from it. I think you'll survive. All right, Tova.
Okay. What can I use with my hunter's mark that would actually do damage?
You just have to attack it. If you hit it, it'll deal the extra hunter's mark damage.
I can attack it with a non-magical attack.
Yeah, because your non-magical attack, it won't do any damage, but your hunter's mark damage will still take effect.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Then, wait, what was my melee? Was it
Your melee is short swords.
short swords? Okay, then I'll whip those out.
Though you also have a longbow
And-
if you want to just do a range to hit.
And that would still work with Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably actually would be the best because I'm on the ground and wouldn't guarantee a hit with my swords. So I'll use my longbow. I'm finding the page, I swear.
If you click on your token, there is a longbow button in the top left corner that you can click.
Oh, button. Oh
Oof.
God.
That one.
You drop
Quietly.
the longbow.
You have inspiration if you want to use it, but yeah.
Did everyone suddenly get really far away from their microphone?
They walked away from something.
Okay.
You do have inspiration if you want to try re-rolling, but you don't have to use it.
I probably wouldn't.
Can I only use it once?
Yep.
Once you use inspiration, it is consumed.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
There's also a lot better things you can
Hold on.
use on it. I mean, you could use
You
it.
might have an extra attack. Yeah, you can attack twice, so you can attack again.
Okay. Can I try the same thing twice?
Yeah.
Okay, and then... Oh, wait. Hold on. I wasn't there. I was just there. Okay.
Come on, you got this. Natural 20. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Your attack doesn't do damage. However, your Hunter's Mark damage is doubled because you crit. So roll 2d6.
Oh god. Okay.
It's not the best, but it's still better than nothing.
Wait.
Were you aiming
Is this-
for the creature or one of
wait
his
a minute.
crystals?
What is the one that attacked Casper?
Does
Aim
she
for
know
that.
where the crystals are?
It's attacking with its sword.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't know where the crystals are because
so aim for the
nobody's.
sword.
Yeah, nobody's mentioned the crystals yet, so you wouldn't know where they are, so it's basically just attacking the creature. Still 7 points of damage. Alright, Anne. Or,
Alright, are you-
Tova, are you doing anything with Casper?
Yeah, I would like Casper to attack again. Can she can still reach, right? So can she go for another, Withering Touch?
She sure can. Go ahead and Withering Touch with advantage. Natural 20.
That'll do it.
Okay. So, 33. This is fine. As Casper reaches towards the creature, she touches its chest plate, and the entire chest plate grows black and falls to the ground. It's only the head and the sword now. And it is your turn. You can see this creature is not doing well.
So I can't reach it now, can I?
No. Not with a touch attack. Anton,
If I
you're
were to
somewhere
climb
over
up
here.
and jump on, like, is there a way I can climb up?
There's no way
Or come
to.
on?
There's no way to reach it right now.
Okay. Let me just-
Wait, how close does she have to be to Casper for Casper to be able to react to her? Is that a thing?
That it
Am
wouldn't
I
be possible.
misunderstanding something? Okay.
She wouldn't be able to use a reaction like that.
Okay. Oh no, that was an attack thing. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
What are you doing, Anne?
I'm gonna cast fucking guiding bolt on it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Why is it a bird?
Wow.
21 hits. Roll for damage.
What is this? What is bird?
5d6? Yes, 5d6.
What is bird?
Ben, chill.
What is it?
5d6
Don't worry
plus.
about the bird.
Is it plus 6?
Just roll for damage.
I'm trying to figure figure out what my
Oh,
modifier.
Jesus.
It's your spellcasting modifier, not your spellcasting attack modifier.
Okay, so
It's a totem, Ben.
Oh.
Anne, how do you want to do this?
I want to smash its face to pieces.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you through the food in your mouth.
I'm sorry.
And you prepare your guiding bolt and fire it towards the creature's head. It loops around the head and comes back towards the crystal holding the head together, smashes into that crystal, which then shatters. You see tendrils of arcane energy go through the head, cracking the stone, and then it explodes, and the sword falls on the nearby building.
I'm still on it though, so
Yes,
don't worry.
you fall to the ground, no damage to you. This creature is defeated.
Anne's
Yeah.
gonna walk up and fucking spit on me like, don't fucking touch my tavern.
And is pretty much reduced to rubble.
Casper immediately goes back to Tova.
We'll get rid of aura effects.
Isn't there one crystal that's still, like, in effect?
It's embedded in the stone, but the crystal's still there, yes.
I want to go over and investigate it.
Make an arcana check. Whatever this crystal is and whatever is powering these statues, however they're made, it is beyond your understanding.
Is it in a position where I can drag it?
No.
How, like, is it, like, in the
The
entire
s-
fucking thing and no way to
The
drag
stone sword is intact for the most part, and it is embedded in the end of the sword.
it? Okay. Is there a way to break it? Like, break the edge of it so we can get the...
You could try, but you can tell with your arcana check that whatever that crystal is, it is still active, and you don't know how it will respond, if at all.
Alright, in which case, I would call the party over to come investigate it with and look at it.
That's good.
How
I
big
pull
is
a
this
swan
crystal?
dive off the roof.
The crystal is roughly the size of a small creature.
So like 3 to 4
About-
feet?
Yeah,
Is that-
around there. It's the size of
Okay.
Anne.
Anton wants to talk to Tova and or Casper, but that can happen later, not right now.
Okay, well, does anybody else want to...
Nope, Dust doesn't care.
I mean, it's a pretty big gem.
Sorrow will walk over to it and roll.
Wait, how shiny is it?
It's
Oh
a
my
giant.
God.
It's a giant glowing crystal.
He's
It's not.
interested.
Yeah, it's not shiny. It's luminescent.
Same thing. He's interested.
No, it's not. The same.
Same thing,
He
Sorrow.
doesn't care.
Whatever
It's the
technology
same
this
thing
is
as Dusk.
whatever the technology this is beyond you.
What are we rolling to look at this thing? Because Dust wants to know about it.
Arcana.
Yes! That's why I called you guys over.
It's shiny-ish. Hell yeah!
Whatever this thing is beyond you.
Ooh.
Dust is gonna.
Dusk, your arcana, you messing with it, you do get something to appear a bit. Like while you're looking at it, you notice written above it is a signature. It says Qualish.
How do you spell that?
Dust's gonna pick the shiny orb up and be like, "Hey, look, it's mine now. You guys can go away. It's fine. I've got it. Go away."
He's a mad
Sorrow's
guy.
gonna levitate the stone.
You are. How much can levitate lift?
It's easier to carry.
Levitate up to 500 pounds.
It's too heavy.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So he's not picking it up.
It's still attached to the board, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can
Never
I
mind.
still use like spells right now?
Yeah, sure. They'll still cost spell slots.
Right. Because okay, this is the wrong sheet I'm looking at. I'm doing great. Here. So shape water doesn't cost anything, right?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay. So what, unless I'm misunderstanding, this spell, could I use create water and then freeze a sort of like ice around the stone so it's safe to touch? And that way we could pick it up by hand?
It's embedded in the stone, is what he's saying.
It's embedded
Or at
into.
least the parts that are.
So the stone sword is massive, and it weighs. Just by looking at it and guessing, it weighs at least 3 tons.
So you'd have to pick up the entire sword.
It is embedded in the sword.
Who has
have a
strength? Who wants to go for it?
Go ahead and continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just mostly thinking out loud. Go ahead.
So, when I blew the whistle, did we not get any guards?
Maybe.
Okay.
Roll a percentile for them.
Well, can I use Thaumaturgy on my whistle? Because it's not technically my voice, but
It is.
like...
Let me look at thaumaturgy.
So you can make this effect louder, can't you?
Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal. It's an effect created by your vocal cords.
Just scream really loud.
But you do hear some. Not many. You don't hear many whistles going off, but you do hear a few of them.
Okay, that's what
But
matters.
it seems like a lot of the watch was probably still busy elsewhere.
Well, Anne's gonna ask the party, should we smash this thing?
Sorrow's gonna walk up to it and touch the stone and see if he can put a spell slot into it.
Roll an Arcana check.
15.
And then I need you to roll a percentile for me.
A percentile?
Are you gonna make this thing fucking explode?
96.
What spell slot did you put into it?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm putting one of my packed spell slots, 5th level.
5th level. All right. The creature comes back to life with 5d10 hit points. Or 5d12
Bruh.
hit points.
Damn it, Sorrow.
Bruh. Casper's giving him a really dirty look right now.
You guys watch as magic is implanted in the stone. The sword,
Stomp sword.
Hold on.
the sword lifts up and becomes alive again.
Anton is still on the sword.
Fuck.
I haven't attacked this yet. Sorrow's like, does it seem hostile?
It's a fucking sword!
Everyone needs to re-roll initiative.
Are you serious? Bruh.
Take that
I'm
as
on
a
the
yes on the
sword.
hostility factor.
Oh wait,
I
I'm
have to
done.
try it, okay?
It is a lot smaller now, though, since it's just a sword.
Oh, did I just roll for Casper? Oops.
Yes, you did. Yeah, I'm
Oops.
gonna delete that.
Give me a sec. Hold on.
Considerably worse.
I had to try it. I was gonna put a first
Look,
level
Toba
slot
is
and then
tired.
Go big or go home.
Dusk, you're first.
He's gonna beat him ass.
I don't have really any spell
Does this
slots.
have advantage? No.
No, nobody's flanking.
Oof. Oh, there we go.
All right.
That'll do
So
it.
14 points of damage. Still alive.
And that's all
And
that's gonna do.
Can I touch it before it rises into the air
and do what?
and attack it?
How?
Like if I wanted to use my first level inflict wounds on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so please let me fucking hit. 120 plus 6.
Doesn't hit.
Damn it! Alright, well, I just used my last spell slot. And I have another question. It probably doesn't count, but I can't use Toll the Dead, can I? Because it's a bell.
There's nothing saying you can't use Toll the Dead.
What about a bell?
Oh! Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess I'll just use that next turn then.
Unless Toll the Dead says it doesn't work on a deafened creature. That might change something, but
It says nothing about that.
yeah, so why wouldn't it work? Still a creature. Alright, statue goes next. It's going to attack Anne and Dusk.
Okay.
And you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
I'm unconscious.
Dusk, you take 43 points of bludgeoning damage.
I
None
am
of-
very unconscious.
None of this has happened because I am not engaged with it.
Big yikes. So, boosh, boosh! Both characters are
Are
knocked
literally, bruh.
Both characters are knocked unconscious. You're not actually dead. Don't listen to that. I need to push you outside of it.
Yeah, that is very, very unconscious. That's all of my normal health.
Nerd.
All right, Anton.
I have very low hit points.
Alright, so your boy's gonna take his great sword, and he knows that the crystal's there now. He's gonna attack the crystal.
You'll have to get behind it because the sword is currently faced towards you guys.
Boom, he does that.
What's your?
Is there. I have
I'll
40
allow it.
movement speed.
I'll allow it.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna say you
Dilbud.
can't get up there. You can get over here.
That's much better. That's much more realistic. And then he's going to take his great sword after he bonus action rages.
Okay.
And he's gonna attack with. He's gonna try to attack the gem.
All right.
Also gonna do it recklessly. So.
Again, it's gonna have +5 to its AC. But if you hit it and manage to hit it, it'll do an extra effect.
Yep. Add +2 to that because my greatsword doesn't have a raging.
So 5,
aggro.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You hit its AC for its increased AC. All right. Go ahead and roll a critical. Do you have brutal critical yet?
I don't think so.
Check real
No,
quick.
I don't.
All right, so you're rolling an extra 2d6. +2 for your rage damage.
D6 plus 2. Bam.
So
So
19 points of damage, halved, because it's still going to be resistant.
Definitely.
So
gonna-
9 points of damage.
Reckless attack again.
17
that
hits.
does have an additional 2.
17 hits, no damage.
Yep. That is my turn.
All right, Sorrow.
When I put magic into it, did it feel like it was cursed? Like the stone itself was cursed?
It felt like it was mechanical.
Mechanical? Okay. So it's not cursed mechanical. It's just been rewired. In that case, I'll just Eldritch Blast it 3 times.
All right.
Oh, that's not fucking right.
The last one would have hit.
Last one would hit.
That 9 would have hit.
Okay. Damage. 10.
Nine points of damage. You blast your Eldritch Blast. The 2 of them bounce off. The 3rd one seems to pierce it in the middle just a slight bit, and it stops moving again and slams back onto the ground. It's dead again.
Alright, I'm gonna go stabilize my friends. Yeah. I'm gonna walk over to and give her a first level cure wounds.
Okay. Is anybody helping Dusk?
Wait, can I
can
cast?
stabilize when I wake up.
Can I cast Healing Spirit? Would that help?
Yes.
That it
Okay.
would.
5 HP.
And I will do that.
All right. Are you casting it above Dusk, essentially?
What?
Are you casting it above Dusk? Because Healing Spirit essentially takes up a space, and anybody within that space heals. All right.
Yeah.
Over the
on that.
next minute, Dusk, you regain a lot of hit points.
Welcome.
It's 10.
Yeah,
D6
Tova, go ahead and roll
10.
10d6.
Yeah.
Can I join in on this?
Yeah, it's
Everybody gets in the
essentially people can huddle around Dusk to gain hit points.
Love you, Dusk.
Doing it.
Would that work? Would that work on Casper or no?
Yeah, she's still a creature.
Okay.
Isn't she undead though?
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
This isn't Divinity.
10d6.
It's not Divinity, it's not Pathfinder. D&D.
I thought
And she's just gonna wave Casper over with open arms, be like, snuggle! Goes on the opposite side.
Alright, so everyone gains 25 hit points. Actually, no, because Anton's not supposed to roll it.
Sorry,
Anton.
I thought it was for each individual person. Sorry.
Tova, roll
I'm
10d6.
supposed to. Oh, Jesus.
That makes sense.
Slash
Sorry
R
about that.
space 10d6.
Wait. D6. Heck. Shut up, Bree.
oof.
Wait, do I just... Okay, what is the...
Write this in chat, but put a / in front of it.
Ha! /
That's a backslash.
Put a / in front of it. Some
But
semblance
In
of
front of the
slash.
whole thing or between the R
In
and
front of the whole
Between
thing.
R and 10. Between the R and
Ooh.
10.
I can type. Wait, is there... I can't see. Is there a space between that? Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It wouldn't recognize the command if it has space.
We should have just sent it to the advanced dice.
Oh, good
Hey.
roll. All right, everyone gains
You're
37
welcome,
hit
guys.
points.
That's
I'm
a better roll
back.
than mine. I'm
Tova,
actually-
make sure you expend a spell slot. Oh, we lost Dusk.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back,
Alright,
Dusk.
Anne's going to her bedroom. She's taking a fucking long rest. Y'all can fuck off.
Real fast. Sarah would like to inspect Casper to see if it's a cursed spirit.
Sorrow can stay the fuck away from Casper after the shit he just pulled with the sword. I'm sorry. Tova is very protective of Casper right now.
Sorrow, if you wanted to make it would be a nature check with a DC 30 because you're not experienced with spirits.
Oh boy, I have +14 to nature though. Damn.
Nope.
Close. No dice.
No.
I mean, a dice.
I'll shrug, walk up to the wall where I know there's a window to the second floor. That would be.
To the window. To the wall.
Actually, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm just gonna walk in through the front door and go to my
I
room.
was like, are you gonna fucking levitate when the door's right there?
Literally, what I was gonna do is I was gonna levitate to a window and just enter through a window. Because I can.
Tova.
Actually, sorry.
Tova, roll a religion check with advantage.
Religion check?
Yes.
Where the... It's Tova, right? Okay. Where is... Found it. Okay. So I just click religion, right?
Mm-hmm. 21. Looking at Sorrow, throughout this fight and everything, like just within his witnessing him for the past minute and a half or so, obviously from the horns and such, he has some kind of devilish effect on him. From the symbol, as Modius, the leader of all devils. Essentially from kind of like these mixing signals and like the abilities he's showcasing, you can tell this creature in some way or form has received a portion of Asmodeus's power. He is quite literally using devilish power for his acts. And from your knowledge of fiends, that's most commonly done when a being creates a contract with a devil and sells their soul for it.
Okay.
Do with that information as you will.
Yeah,
and that will be
definitely going to be standing between Casper and Sorrow for a little while.
And that will be the end of our session.
Can Anton? We can do it off after the session if that's fine.
If you guys wanted to add something real quick.
Yeah, Anton wants to talk to Casper and Tova. Or Tova.
Okay.
One quick question. I may have been feeding the cat or distracted. How old does Tova look?
Tova is she appears to be an older teenager, so maybe 20 years old.
Got it. Sounds good. Okay, so Anton's gonna walk over and talking to Casper. Well, talking to Tova, say, hey, do you mind if I talk to Casper for just a second?
Can you speak Casper's language?
Casper speaks Common, I believe. Well, let me check that real quick.
She can, but not very well. She can pick up pieces, and she knows like individual words, but she's not yet able to have full sentences or like full conversations.
Casper can speak Common and Abyssal, though. It's like she can speak those languages
fluently.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do you mind if I talk to her?
You can try, but she doesn't enjoy speaking very much, or she doesn't like speaking to strangers very much.
That's fine. I wouldn't expect otherwise. So Casper, what brings you here?
Do you want me to do it?
I mean, how do I explain this? Casper simply points at the necklace that Tova is wearing. It's a leather strap, a dark leather strap with a small stone tied to the center of it.
Ah, some sort of quest, eh?
Casper nods.
Anton, roll a nature check.
Nature check. Nature's down at the bottom. It's in the middle. Hey.
Ooh, natural 20. All right, so with a 21, through your experience with Lif and general rumors about how spirits work, you know that spirits are generally tied to an object or location.
Mm-hmm.
And like they
Got it.
physically cannot leave that object or location.
That makes sense. Ah, I see.
You also know that that object or location is always something from their past life, something that was so influential to them that they physically could not bear leaving it. So it's of some significant importance.
You got any plans for being in the area?
This is where Tova jumps in with. We're trying to find some clues about her history.
Do you need a place to stay? Because we currently have a room or two available.
She's already staying with us. I showed her rooms.
Anton does not know this. Ben knows this, but Anton does not.
Oh shit, do you even know my name?
Tova?
Yeah, Tova.
You never gave it.
I'm pretty sure they would have exchanged names if Anne was showing her around the rooms.
That's true. Showing around the rooms, you'd probably ask my name. So you'd know my name then.
Yeah.
Dusk gets distracted by a squirrel and leaves.
Yes. I was wondering, Dusk just sitting there the whole time, or? All right.
Yeah, Tova basically says that Anne already offered her rooms.
It's very bold of her, and very good as well. I want to thank both of you, but mostly Casper. You did excellent work in that fight in taking down that stone giant. It was, I think, you two were the reason that our inn stands, and we stand too. No thanks to Sorrow.
From across the way, Anton, I need you to, if you don't want to hover, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm good at these.
It's a DC 17.
Well,
You do not pass. You're hovering 20 feet above the ground now.
Does anybody have inspiration that I could use?
Yeah, I haven't used mine. You can have it.
Thank you. I don't want to be floating in this conversation.
The other thing
Were
to know
you
about
floating
inspiration.
the whole time?
No,
No.
just he started floating and now he comes back down.
Thank you.
Wicket, the other thing to know about inspiration is that it can be held between sessions.
Oh.
She's like, damn it!
I just really
Well-
wanted to not be floating.
I give it out whenever people do cool things, though.
Or whenever you're early.
By the way, Sorrow, take inspiration for resurrecting the statue.
God.
Thanks. I might need it here because I have plans with you for my last day of downtime.
All right, so Anton says, I just want to thank. He might have already said this, and if he did, I'm sorry for repeating myself. But I just want to thank you two for saving our inn. It means a lot that you do that for a place you meant to just hang out at. So yeah, make yourselves at home. I see you've already met Lif. And that's all.
Thank you very much.
And Anton walks away. Oh,
No, go ahead.
okay. Anton does walk away.
Tova and Casper are very socially awkward, so
No worries.
as you can tell by
Anton,
her charisma.
Yes.
as you're walking away, you feel a sudden chill on the back of your neck, and your danger sense immediately has you turn around to see Casper's horrifying visage. She's like, ah, in your face. I need you to make a charisma saving, or not charisma, wisdom saving throw.
Dumb.
Is this gonna be like fucking Pokemon, just like fucking haunt her and just
Boom.
fucking gaslight her?
13.
13. Damn it.
Is
You-
that enough?
Barely passed the saving throw. You are not frightened by it.
Anton straight up salutes. Like,
Casper
not a full salute, like a 2-finger sarcastic salute.
Casper looks very disappointed and goes back to Tova.
You did your best, kid. I've seen the damage you can do.
Yeah, if anything is scary, it's that.
Eventually, I'm gonna get one of you guys to
Tova
fail
just
that
kind of-
saving throw.
Yes, because I have
Oh.
+0 to
Dude.
wisdom.
I hope it's Levi, Gilbud. I hope it's Levi.
Tova just kind of pats Casper on the head and starts heading off to wherever their room is because we never actually decided that. So
Where?
Decide
Yeah,
afterwards, but
We'll figure it out.
yeah.
All right. Great job,
I
guys.
can't remember which rooms have been used or not.
Great job, guys. You did fantastic.
Yay.
Oh man, against a rather overpowered enemy.
I was not. Well, I was not expecting Casper to be that much of a tank.
Yeah,
Well-
because she's resistant to bludgeoning damage, and
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting her to roll like that high.
the natural 20. Yeah,
The both
she's-
times she attacked it.
She's got plus
Jesus.
8. She's got +8 to her attack, so she's already doing really well, and her average hits for 20 damage. So like, she's really strong.
Yeah. Tova's just kind of there. She's just a leash.
There is some drawbacks to Casper. If she ever goes unconscious, she dies. She doesn't make death saves. Because she's a ghost.
Wait, how does something undead die? She just like
Disappears, becomes
She
non-existent.
disappears forever. Her soul is destroyed.
that's great. I smell some heavy
Yeah.
angst.
At the same time, though, she has the etherealness ability, and when she goes onto the ethereal plane, she can only be affected by creatures on the ethereal plane. So if she's ever in danger
Okay,
of
so
dying,
if she starts getting
if
yeah,
she's ever in
just, like,
danger of
make
dying,
her-
you can make her go ethereal. It's basically a get out of jail free card. Actually,
Okay.
if you look
what
at
abilities
Casper,
does she still have when she's ethereal?
she has all of her abilities, but she can only affect ethereal beings while she's ethereal.
Oh, right, okay.
And if you look at, I actually made 2 sides for her token. So like, if you look at, she also has a blue side for when she goes ethereal.
Oh yeah.
That way we can all easily tell which stance she's in.
Okay.
And we'll talk more in detail about, we'll figure out exactly who controls Casper and when.
Yeah.
We'll figure
I
more
mean,
about that.
I'm totally fine if you have something that you kind of like need or want to actually have happen that you require her for. It's totally fine.
Mm.
I know. I kind of like having control over her like more smaller personal aspects just because like I have the image of her personality that I want
Yeah.
to like follow.
Most of the
So, but
times,
aside from that,
most of the times, if I take over Casper, it's going to be her childish spirit coming out.
yeah, that's fine.
It's like it's most of the things I do with Casper is gonna be just her screwing around with people.
I honestly, that will be entertaining. I'm not going to complain with that.
Oh, just you wait. I have some plans,
Yeah.
some ideas.
Oh God.
Do send me your character art, so I can update the tokens to have the correct art.
Oh yeah, here. I have one for Tova. I'm currently working on one. Like literally, I've had it open on the session. I've been
Yeah.
kind of doodling Casper.
And before we go too much on that, for those watching recording, thanks for watching. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.